to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever.
Came in the second half and really got it going on both ends of the floor. He got himself going with his defense. Zion, started to work himself in with this rhythm, and that's what it takes. It takes, you got to play 48 minutes against every team, and the guys did that tonight.
What do you think of Zion's performance overall tonight? It seemed he was kind of struggling, right? Getting any kind of rhythm, got those quick fouls too.
Yeah, I think the fouls definitely, threw him off rhythm just a bit. Mishandled the ball a couple times. Those things are to be expected when you're working.
No, they didn't.
He's so dynamic. We forget that he missed some time, and he can step on the floor and look like he can pick it up right where he left off. But the fact of the matter is sometimes there's a little bit of rust, and he's still working himself back in. But great to have him on the floor tonight.
No help from you.
This game shooting 50% from 3-point range for fourth quarters, and I think tonight 4 for 5.
Excellent. We needed all 4 for 5 tonight, and good to see Jose get on the floor and just be himself.
It's been like just seeing Zion's activity level when he's been out there. Just 14 rebounds tonight, 3 blocks. Just the way he's been able to make plays all over the floor, not just with his scoring.
It's what he's capable of doing night in and night out. Tonight, his ability to shoot the ball, go back and get it, offensive rebound, and then go up and finish or find teammates. That's huge for us. His ability to rebound, his ability to pass. I thought he was solid defensively as well. But he's capable of doing that every night.
And I think the final number tonight was 22 3-pointers. During the first half of the season, it was struggle just to get 15 a lot of nights. And now these past couple of weeks, y'all are consistently hitting 18, 17 in a lot of these games. What do you think's really changed that's allowed y'all to increase that number?
We're staying consistent. Our message is the same. Those are the concepts that we want to implement with our team. Our guys are doing a great job of buying in. And I think the biggest concept for us is that we're getting healthy and these guys have had time on the floor together.
And how much we've seen it in quick spurts, but how much do you enjoy seeing those times when Trey and Zion kind of get their 2-man game going and they can work off of each other? How important is it to kind of build on that?
Yeah, it's so fun to watch when those two guys have it going. They're looking for each other. I think Trey threw a couple lobs. Zion, when he's getting ready to attack and he sees Trey is on the wing, if Trey's man help at all, he's firing the ball to him for a 3. They have good synergy on the floor. And, to be honest, it's good to have those two guys on the floor together playing at the same time.
This has already been asked, but what do you think of DT's performance tonight? Just stepping into the starting lineup, contributing and rebounds, points.
DT has been huge for us lately. He's another guy that's the beneficiary of having all of our guys on the floor, having them healthy. Now he's in his rightful role. He can, start, play 20-plus minutes. He can back us up, play 20-plus minutes, and, huge game on his part tonight.
I feel like he has at least one play a game where he kind of screens his own man out of the way and creates a wide open driving lane.
Yeah.
Are those the concepts you guys are actually working on, or is that something he's just intuitive to him?
We've definitely shown it, worked on it on the floor, but he's such a high IQ player. He can sniff those opportunities out, especially when Zion is handling, the 5 is on him, and he just wants to screen him his own and let him go to the basket. He's really good at it.
How, I mean, those huge Zion dunks and, you know, the fourth, we talked about the Trey lob, but then obviously after that, or before that, the one where he cut off the miss and slammed home. I mean, he showed a ton of emotion after that as well. How much do kind of those moments kind of fuel a team down the stretch in a game like this?
Oh, they're huge. Our team feeds off his energy, feeds off his gravity. When he has plays like that, everybody's energized. Guys are locked in defensively, and then you want to get the ball to him again because that's when he really gets going.
And I mean, obviously now y'all won 3 games in a row, finally, you know, almost fully healthy. What's been the biggest kind of positive that you've seen and noticed about the team? You know, whether it's on the court or behind the scenes, and what have they shown you in this stretch recently that you think you guys can build on?
I just love our ability to stay steady during difficult times, and going through some losses. The guys just stay steady, stay consistent. Our messaging is the same, and you know we want to continue to build one game at a time.
And you know, from an evaluation kind of standpoint, how much have you been, you know, figuring out about this group as they're finally, you know, playing together, someone healthy?
It's a continuous effort on not only myself but the whole staff of seeing what works, trying to stick with it, keep things simple, and then looking at areas that maybe we can improve in, and that's the name of the game for us. But when you got the guys that are healthy and they're on the floor, that makes all of our jobs easier. All right, thank you.
Goddamn right.
All right. For all things Pelicans, you're now
Goddamn
tuned into the
right.
Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fan. Appreciate y'all for being in the stream. Pelicans handle business, man, tonight. The Pelicans tune up Jazz 136-123. Pelicans on a 3-game winning streak. So much losing, I got to get used to winning again. 11 and 32 the Pelicans are. So this is pretty good. We got one more matchup that's against the Utah Jazz coming up on Sunday night, man. So Pelicans could keep.
I think it's Monday.
Is it on? I thought it was Sunday.
They kept saying Monday.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Because they traveling to Utah, right?
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's Monday. It's no, it's in New Orleans.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Both Jazz matchups in New Orleans. Yeah. So it's Monday night. So there we go. But big ups to the fan. Appreciate y'all being in the live, man. Big Q Lex, DC is unavailable tonight. He got some family business that he's tending to. So shout out to my brother. But listen, fam, we up in this thing, man. Friday night, Pelican Smackdown. How about that? Lex, they handled the business, man, against the Utah team. One thing I can say about the Jazz, man, they're a hustle team. They scrappy. They just don't have enough firepower. Pelicans did their thing. Zion in limited action tonight. He played 23 minutes tonight, had 24 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, 6 assists, 11 of 21. Zion with 23 minutes tonight.
22 minutes and 34 seconds.
He still was able to, but it's still no.
I'm sorry.
That's a terrific usage of his time, though. I mean, now you won't talk about efficiency. In 24 minutes. I mean, 23 minutes, 24 points, 14 rebounds.
Yeah. You know, he pushed the issue. I mean, he didn't have no help. He has to fight through a lot of breakage in his rhythm. And then when he does get into a rhythm, you know, a special guy on the bench,
He's still under restriction, Lex.
So he got lower. He went from playing 28 minutes. Now against Chicago, he played 24. And today it was 22 minutes and 34 seconds. So
you gonna round that up to 23?
I don't know. I don't understand. Like, so why is he on minute restriction again?
Because he was hurt.
So was Trey Murphy, but Trey Murphy came back after his ankle injury and played 39 minutes.
Well, he's different.
No. Jose had a hamstring.
He's
He didn't
also
have no minute restriction.
he's also
When
there.
Herb and Brandon came back, they threw their minute restrictions out the window.
That's genes.
I'm just saying, like,
There's no
he has to
justification
fight
for
through
none of
so
this.
much just to get into a rhythm. And it's funny how Willie Green put that, talking about the foul trouble was making it hard for Zion getting into a rhythm. No, the rotational minutes that you have for Zion are horrible. It doesn't allow him to get into a rhythm. It doesn't allow him to get into a serious rhythm. And then when he does, you sit him down.
How,
Look,
but that's the thing.
Utah went on a
Willie Green.
20-2 run, right?
Willie Green don't have any control over that, Lex.
Zion
He does what he's
finally
told.
got it going, made 3 baskets in a row. They hadn't scored. And then you set him down like he was the only one who was able to score. What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
I'm glad it ain't against any good teams. That's all that is. I mean,
But the thing is,
they got a
like,
team worse than them tonight, actually. They got
the
less
hiatus
wins than they did.
in his rhythm is so criminal. It really is. It's really annoying to me. Because the thing is, you not only have to fight the refs. If you're Zion, you don't only have to fight the refs. You not only have to fight the chemistry with the team, but you're fighting for your coach just to leave you out there long enough so that you can get a legitimate rhythm. And then when you do get a rhythm, this dude throws a wrench like, Willie, are you working for the opponent team? I don't know. I mean, it just
And I don't understand how that works and when he decides to pull them out, if they have it pre-scripted at a certain period of time that they just yank him out of the game, and then when he decides to put him back in the game. I know it's difficult with Zion,
It
but
is. He has to work his way back. It's like, why would you do that to your own player? The
he don't.
guy who has the most gravity, you know what I'm saying? And then his energy was infectious. Everybody, when he's acclimated and engaged, you know what I'm saying? When he's acclimated and engaged, that allows everybody to get in on what's going on. But it starts with Zion. It's like, why are you fighting that? And let me tell you something, the second and third quarter, oh my gosh, it felt like, even though the Pelicans were up, okay, it felt like they were down. Did anybody else feel like that?
I mean, the Jazz was making runs in the game. I mean, they were able to fight back in
I know.
the second quarter, even into some of the second half. They made it uncomfortable for the Pelicans up to a point. But I mean, it's just, I mean, they just couldn't sustain the pace at times. But I mean, I don't know how they decide on what kind of minutes Zion's going to get. And it is true, if you look at the stats, the minutes are going in reverse. But regardless of that, I still have to give a lot of credit for him for even getting out there in 23 minutes, putting up 24 points and 14 rebounds in 23 minutes of action. That's still phenomenal. That's a full game stat almost for Zion. 24 points, 14 boards, 6 assists, 3 blocks, plus 5 in 23 minutes. Got up 21 shots within that 23-minute effort. So, and then, of course, we've seen other guys get involved. Trey did his thing tonight. He added 19. We'll get into the stats momentarily. But, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know exactly how they do this. All I know is the history, that they're really very injury discriminatory with Zion Williamson, because he's seen as a injury prone player, and as a result, they're going to handle it with kid gloves. These other guys don't have that reputation. So until he can remain healthy for a long time, this is the kind kitty treatment they're gonna have on him with
Big Q,
these restrictions. I mean,
Big Q.
ain't no way around that, Lex.
I mean,
They're
the
not gonna get away
thing
from
is,
that.
then you know what? Since he's been in the league, it's been like this. That's why Zion has been so frustrated. It's like even when he's healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, golly, still can't see this dude play. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You
If
know
he
what I'm
keeps,
saying?
but if
It's
he keeps doing what he's doing, I think they'll put, because that's one thing though, Lex. Because eventually they'll lift the minute restriction off of him. I mean, eventually they'll lift it where he'll get those higher minutes. He'll get up into the 30s and stuff like that. They'll pull that restriction off him sooner or later if
look,
he
they're
continues to.
getting less and less though.
I
Have you
mean,
noticed that?
yeah, I know
It
it's
went from
trending in the
28, 24 to 22.
right.
What's
I
going
don't know.
on? I
I don't
mean,
know.
are we regressing?
I don't know what's going on with
You know
that.
what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is that can hurt just as much when you have breakage like that.
I know, but
And
that's
then he's playing every other game. So
right.
the thing is, you're talking about, okay, the conditioning. The only way you can get conditioned for basketball is that you have to play
That's not what the Pelicans
ball.
believe.
You know what? Does anybody else you know what I'm saying? Does this make sense?
It makes sense, Lex. It makes plenty of sense. But what I'm saying is that's not how they're eventually listen, it's it's a two-party problem.
So they feel like he'll get in basketball shape by not playing. Be like, oh yeah, what do they put down? Reconditioning, like when he's out. What is it? Could somebody put that down? What do they put down? Like, I don't know. It's something along those lines. And I'm like, dog, I want to play, I want to do the conditioning that's in the game, not on the bench. I don't know what type of conditioning on the bench is, but golly, you can't be working those hams on the bench. I know that. I know those hams need motion. I know that much.
Well, he got it tonight with 23 minutes. He put whatever little 20 less than
You
23
keep on
minutes.
going back.
I'm saying the thing is, because we know this is not going to stop. This not going to
I
stop.
don't like.
This is not
I
going to
don't like
stop.
these
This is not
people.
going to stop. He's not going to play
It's
back-to-back
irritating.
games. He's not going. He like the next couple of games. The Jazz game is a break, so he'll be in that game. The Milwaukee game, he'll play in that game, and then you have the first of the
Yeah,
back-to-backs,
and he'll
the
be
home trip. He'll miss one of those
look. You know, he got a minute restriction, but he's the first one subbed out the game
because of the minute restriction.
from either starter on each team. He's the
Right.
first one subbed out.
Right. So he know, but listen, this is the thing. This is what I'm throwing at you is the fact that he understands that. So when he's in there, he makes the most of those minutes when he's in there. So I mean, 23 odd minutes
But
tonight.
they could be better if they're not so broken. Coming in at 2 minutes, okay? Look, I think it was the third quarter. He came in at like 4 minutes and change, and he came out at 1:01. I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't get that.
That's a ludicrous rotation right there.
I don't know.
Why didn't you just let him play the rest of the third quarter? Why did you bring him in at 4 minutes and 30 seconds and bring him out at 1:01
I
left
don't
in
know.
the third?
That's an unanswerable question.
It's stuff like that, like that's not enough time to do anything. Like nobody else is being given that. And the thing is, what he brings to the team as a whole is so it's paramount.
Yeah.
It changes the complexity of the game. I'm just saying, like
Yeah. He also
with these
he
minutes, man.
yeah, I share your frustration with that. That's why
Neo,
I'm still
man,
seeing it as a point that
whether
when
he's in foul trouble or not, they still do that. So I'm not gonna jump on the foul trouble. I understand what you're saying, but whether he's in foul trouble or not, he still gets those type of crappy minutes.
Trey
And you
had
can go
5.
check. You can go check other games.
Trey had 5 fouls in the game,
Yeah,
and
and they
still
didn't
played
pull him
36.
out.
Not because I mean that's Zion though. That's like I said, it's a 2-party thing. Zion has to prove that
Nah,
he can
that's
play.
Griff, man. He's
No,
power stroke.
no,
I
that's
mean,
not just Griff. I'm telling you, you can't. It's where there's a smoke, there's a fire. Now we know Griff is gonna do what he do because he's an idiot. But
I
at the
mean,
same time, Zion gives him ammunition. That's the point of all this.
they
All
don't.
these media,
They
all these
don't want
media
that.
people. Zion Williamson is a part of all of that, Lex. That's the truth. He gives them ammunition when he wasn't in shape all those years, doing all that other crap.
So is this a punishment?
No,
Is that
what
what
it
you're
is?
saying? Like he's
No,
being punished?
no,
Because
no, no.
that's criminal too. That's
No,
like,
it's
are
not
we
a
playing
punishment.
basketball or
No,
not?
it's this. This is what you get. Is when you don't handle your business as a professional, you get a name for yourself. He is marked as an injury-prone player. In order for that tag to come off,
He
he
has
has
to
to
play, right?
he has to remain healthy and be
Yes,
effective. That's what it
but
is.
in order to do any of that, you have to be available on the court. The dude is available. See how this is an oxymoron.
It's not.
You're saying yes, it is, because look, okay, then don't play him then. Don't play him if
So
he's
hold on,
healthy.
Lex.
No, for real. Don't play him if he's
We
healthy then.
Lex,
Because it doesn't
that's
make sense. If you're so concerned, if
that's
he's
not.
either healthy or he's not.
Yeah, but he is healthy now. But the thing
No,
is,
but
he's still
if look,
it's
then
he they ramped him up.
if you're so skittish, don't play him.
This
Trade him away so he can play on another team.
like
You
I
know what I'm
said,
saying? That just doesn't make sense.
like I
It
said,
don't make sense. You
this
have
has
to
been
play.
going on for how long has he been here? For 6 years? He's
Yeah,
missed
and they've been mismanaging
it,
him for
this
all
man.
this time.
This man he could have had his own trainers. You see what I'm saying? It's a superstar here. It's like this dude ain't no victim here. This dude is not a victim.
I'm not saying that he's a victim. I'm just
He
saying
did a lot of this to
if you're
himself.
going if he's going
Lex.
if he's
And
healthy,
people, they had
if
people
he's
telling that
healthy,
dude that
play him, man.
Barkley's, Malone, Shaq's,
So don't play him.
all of no, listen. I'm saying
Okay, 'cause
superstars have been telling that dude what to do for years. He been missing practices. This come out, they had to suspend him
superstars.
for the
What,
first
on
time.
this team? On the Pelicans?
Listen to me, whether it's the Pelicans or anybody, you still have to be a professional no matter where you go, even if the team you playing for
Okay.
is not
Yeah.
professional.
Hey, it goes both ways though. It goes both ways.
As far as Zion is concerned, his name is his name. That's how it go. Your name is your name. What you are, he's played less than half of the games since he's been in the NBA.
So do you not play him?
That's not what I'm saying. Of course you
Okay.
play him.
All
But
I'm saying is that, okay, so you if you're not, he's a basketball player, right? If he's healthy, you play him. This is with anybody. It's with anybody. Whether you're a role player, whether you're a star, superstar, medium star, or anything. The thing is not having him on the floor. And then look, then you want to bring in the money, right? Because we know that comes up. How much is he being paid? So he's healthy and he's being paid how much? But you're sitting him down. Does that make sense? Is that what we're doing?
They're gonna
You don't want to return on your investment?
they're gonna
For
walk
paying
it.
him all that money?
This is what Griffin's doing based on whatever the medical staff have going on. That's why they are going to extend them out. And like I said, this is something that I've been talking about this for years. But this ain't all just one way or other. This is both parties contributed to it. He's marked as an injury-prone player, so they're going to handle him with kid gloves. He's like I said, he's an injury-prone superstar that's been here and he hasn't lived up to his full potential. So
Well, he definitely can't do that when your minutes are knocked off. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
can if he proves to the medical staff that he can remain healthy.
The only way he can do that is on the court. The only way he can do that is on the court. That's the only way he can do it, right?
Lex, that's what they're gonna do.
You have to give him a chance to prove that by putting him on the court.
And they are. He got 20-something minutes tonight, and then if he continues to remain healthy, they'll elevate his minutes and
Why
eventually remove the injury restriction off of him so he can play 30, the mid 30s or somewhere around there. Eventually he get there.
I'm telling you, the way that they're doing things is really suspect. It does not look right. It doesn't look right. It doesn't. The thing is, look, if you're healthy, you play. And what are the problems is like now, and it's not just with Zion, it's really around the whole league. Look, they got extensive medical training staffs and all that stuff. And you know what? Players are more hurt now than they were way back when. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So something's wrong. Something is really wrong in the way that you're managing players. You can't manage a player. His body has to get used to the games. In order to do that, you have to put him out there.
Lex,
you're not going to get used to it on the bench. That's all I'm saying. Like it doesn't. There has to be a happy medium, and then the break, the hiatus in those rotational minutes is not. They're criminal, man. They're just criminal.
I agree, but like I said before, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna say it again. Zion is partially responsible for this because he's not doing what a superstar is supposed to do, especially when he came in here.
So it's punishment.
It's not punishment. Why you keep saying it's punishment? They're not punishing him for anything.
If it's accountability that you're talking about, I mean, the thing is, so you're paying this man all this money to, just sit on the bench. I mean, at least put him out there to play, right?
It's not punishment. I don't see where you're getting that from. It's not punishment. Is how the habits of what been happening over the last 6 years of injury behaviors. You can't throw out all the injuries that the man had. He had all these lower extremity injuries. He's had this injury, that injury,
but he's not injured now.
But still in all, that don't mean just because he's not injured now that they're not going to handle him a certain kind of way based on what happened in the past. Past behaviors are also a very quantifiable way to decide on what's going to happen in the future. That's how a lot of the medical staff's data is based on. How is this player going to behave if we do this amount of this or that and the third? He's been keeping his weight down. I got to give him that, as opposed from in the future, since he signed that contract, he has been keeping his weight down. He does look really healthy. But like I said before, he has accountability to all of this stuff. And it's not punishment, because if it was that, then he probably wouldn't be, they'd probably be trying to move him or something like that. I don't think it's anything like that. What I think it is they're very, very cautious with him. And because all of the injury history, do not forget all of these men, he's missed more than half of all of his games that he's in since he's been in the NBA. So they're going to be have a more of a cautious approach with Zion Williamson, as opposed to a Jose Alvarado, as opposed to a Trey Murphy, as opposed to any of these other guys. Because even though they've had injuries, these guys, nobody has missed as many games as Zion Williamson. So, I mean, they're going to be cautious. I don't agree with how they're handling with the minutes going backwards. I agree with you on that. And the fact that he has to play his way into shape, I agree with that. But then, and once again, you're still talking about the Pelicans. You're talking about the Pelicans, a team that doesn't always handle those responsibilities correctly. And they tend to overreact. But in this particular case, their overreaction, you have to think about it, whether it's wanted or not, because Zion Williamson, man, like I said, he looks good out there. But once again, they're going to remember the 5+ years of injury history that this man had, and they're going to try to handle him with kid gloves. We know this. We know about the ramp-ups are only based on him. We know all of the injury discriminatory practices against Zion Williamson because it's kid gloves. They're being very cautious with him. And rightfully so. He's seen as the centerpiece of this team. So they're going to handle it. Now, I get what you're saying, but I tend to go on this side of the chart based on the fact that even though he played less than 23 minutes tonight, he still made that work. He still put in 24 points, 14 boards, 6 assists, 3 blocks, and was 11 of 21 in shots. So he did all that in less than 23 minutes. That's positive. based on that. So I agree with what you're saying about how they're handling it. That's a whole nother situation within itself. But based on the size that he showed you, his production he showed you today. I mean, what you think about that? Nothing? Are you froze? Are you froze, Lex? She don't have
For
nothing
right
to say
now, I
about
am.
that.
For right now, I
She don't
am.
want to hear none of that, man. She don't want to hear none of that.
No,
Uh,
I heard you. I heard you.
I'm just
I
saying,
just
Lex here. Yeah, you listen, we've covered that. We've talked about that. You are right on that. But don't forget that guy contributed to that. He had enough money where he can have his own trainers. They had, like I said, man, we
I
covered
mean,
that
he
for
does have his own
years.
trainers, though.
But nah, that wasn't what it was originally. All this started to come a little later on when he started getting pressure. The media started beating him up bad. We was defending Zion Williamson. People were saying that's because he's young. But hell, man, when all these other superstars came in the league, the more productive ones came in, they had this shit straight. So I mean, when you come into the league, and he even said that on Gilbert Arenas, we covered that when he talked about it, about how he was, how he got the money, how he was eating, and all this kind of bullshit. These Hall of Famers reached out to this guy to try to help him. He ain't want none of that shit. So in the end, like I said, man, you
Okay,
get what
so
you
reached
get
out
what you
to him?
deserve, man. You get what you deserve.
Okay.
That's how it works. You get what you deserve. If you putting in work, people won't call you a slob. If you putting in work, people won't call you inconsistent. If you're thorough and consistent, they won't call you what you're not. They're not gonna call you because they don't have the weight to do that. But Zion Williamson opened the door for a lot of this to happen because he wasn't handling his business like a true professional. Now, all this stuff you saying about Willie Green not knowing this, that, and the third, you're 1,000,000% right on that. About David Griffin being an idiot and a moron, him manipulating the training staff and all this kind of old stuff, all that's 1,000,000% truth. That's 1,000,000% true what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, do you think they're gonna go to your side and say, hey man, listen, we're gonna take this minute restriction off from this next game and let them play 30 minutes? What I ask you this: when do you think the minute restriction comes off? How many
I
games?
mean, I'm just looking at him, and the thing is that you can tell that he's in shape because he's playing defense. Defense, you have to go. That's like the ultimate being in shape. Now, obviously, you still have to play, but the way that he's moving his feet. We've talked about this in the past. We've talked about that. We've seen Zion not moving his feet, not being active on the defensive end. I'm looking at that end of the floor, how dialed he is on that end. And it's like, dude, I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of energy from that end of the floor. That's the ultimate conditioning right there. When you're like ready to play. And his offense, that's steadily been coming. But when have we seen that? When have we
Yeah.
seen where usually offensively, Zion is doing well, and then defensively, that takes some time. This time around, that's not the case. Defensively, he was very active. He was on point. He's been on point defensively. And offensively, it's taking some time. But it's like, that's a great situation. Because obviously, when you're playing stellar defense, you're able to get out in transition, which is what we want to do. I mean, it's like, what else do we need to see if he's moving well out there? He's bending his knees, he's got his hands out. I mean, that's what I'm looking at.
All right.
I
So
understand if he was moving like favorably, like obviously offensively, because we've complained about that. Hey, Zion needs to do better on defense. But this time around, he's doing better on defense. And that right there is a beautiful thing because you have to go to another gear of conditioning to play defense. It's not like offense. It's easy to play offense. It's not easy to have that other gear in conditioning when you're playing defense.
Okay. Like I said, I agree with that. I just think that the medical staff and how they handling it, they're just gonna keep doing the same thing until they get a certain period of time before they say, okay, we can take the minute restriction on it. I don't know what why they doing it. Well, then again, I actually do know why they doing it because they're gun shy. They're being super cautious with Zion Williams, and that's what this is. So, the medical staff is here. I don't think Willie Green does what he's told, man. Willie Green is not going to buck the system. He ain't a buck the system kind of guy, man. Willie
Man,
Green, he's
dude,
gonna
so
do whatever he's told. If they tell
he
him to
don't back
pull Zion,
nobody.
if they tell Zion pull Zion out of there a minute and some change before the end of the game, he gonna pull him on out of there.
Hey,
Willie Green don't fight nobody. He does
I
what they
do
tell
want
him.
to switch it up though, man. Okay, so Jose and Collier got into it, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Just switching it up, man. So Jose shot a 3, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody saw this. They showed the replay.
Mhm.
Collier, closed out on Jose, and then he hit him below the belt. And Jose and Collier were going back at each other. And when it came to a dead ball, you know what Willie Green was doing? Anybody want to know?
He's folding his hands, folding his arms.
Yeah, folding his hands. He was talking to Sexton and he was talking to Collier. And he was telling them, oh, he didn't see it. That's what he said to them. I'm like, are you serious? This dude who plays for the other team just hit Jose below the belt. Okay. And I hope y'all know what I mean by below the belt. Okay. He hit him there after, as he was hitting the 3. The refs didn't call anything. And you're standing there with your arms folded, talking to the guys who just hit your player, saying I didn't see it. I didn't see it. He said that twice. Like, dude, whose side are you on?
I don't know about that sometimes.
I mean, it's like, dude, if you didn't see it, but don't go and talk and chop it up with the player who just hit Jose below the belt. Because, I mean, Jose didn't like that. Jose didn't like that at all. And he did it like, and really, I think, really with these texts, man, Willie never sees nothing. Have y'all noticed that? He never sees anything.
Willie be looking elsewhere, man.
He never sees anything, man. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, Willie Green
This is crazy.
Yeah, Willie's something else, man. He didn't see it. Yeah. Well, that don't surprise me, Lex. He got a lot to look over. All right. So anyway, let's go right into this right here and hit these stats right now tonight. Brought to us by CJ McCollum. How about that, McCollum tonight? Sponsor the stats. He had 26 points in the affair. Pelicans 47% tonight. They had 100 shots, 47 of 100, 47% from the field. Jazz 43 of 86 for 50%. Pelicans 50 point attempts tonight. 50. 22 3-pointers out of 50 for 44%. They were 13 of 38. The Jazz were 34.2%. Pelicans went to the foul line 31 times. Jazz went 30 times. The Pels were 20 of 31 for 64.5 versus Jazz 24 for 30 for 80%. Pels had almost 60 rebounds tonight. 56 to be precise versus 40 by the Jazz. 21 offensive boards. 34-30 on the assist game. 9 to 7 steals. 8 all for the blocks. And the Pelicans did keep the turnovers down. 13 turnovers. 18 points given up versus the Jazz. 16 turnovers. 23 points given up. Pels out fast broke them 25-19, but the Jazz won the points in the paint battle 54-46. Individual statistics tonight: 26 from CJ McCollum, came back and kind of had a better offensive game and overall game. He was plus 16 tonight in the plus minus. He finished with 26 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 6 of 12 from downtown, 4 or 5 from the foul line in 30 minutes, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, to go along with CJ's 26. 24 from Zion in less than 23 minutes, astutely mentioned by Lex. 11 of 21 from the field. He was 2 of 5 from the charity stripe. He finished with 14 boards, 6 assists, 3 blocks, plus 5 for Zion. 19 from Trey in 36 minutes, 6-11 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 5 of 7 from the field. 19 points, 5 assists, 4 boards, 2 steals, plus 16. Trey Murphy, 18 from Daniel Tice. How about Daniel Tice, 18 points in 30 minutes? He had 2 3-pointers. He was 6 of 9 from the field, 4 or 5 from the charity stripe, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, plus 12 for Daniel Tice. And DeJounte Murray cooled off tonight. He only shot 9 shots. He was 2 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 8 points in 25 minutes to go along with 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and a steal for DeJounte Murray. And then off the bench, we seen some good play. Jose got busy, 19 points in 23 minutes. He hit 6 3-pointers tonight for Jose to go along with 6 assists with 5 boards and a block. For Jose, he lit him up. Jordan Hawkins had 11 points. He hit 3 3-pointers as well out there. Did his thing. 8 from Jeremiah Robinson Earl to go along with 7 rebounds and 2 steals. And pretty much that's how it went. All right, let's move to Jose Alvarado on his press conference. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, Jose, 3 in a row for y'all, 6 of the last 9. How would you describe just the vibe in the locker room now that y'all are starting to string some of these wins together?
I mean, healthy. You know, we that's one thing, but also just, you know, having Trey Murphy step up, be who he is, and then having Zion present and hooping, doing what he do, make us obviously a better team. And DJ, baby boy, he's just growing and being a leader that what he is, and telling us to stay together. And we got all the guys. CJ obviously doing what everybody's stepping up in the right direction and doing the right things, and it's coming out to win.
Obviously, we see the results, but you on the court, how much of a difference has it made just having Z out there and all the attention that he brings?
Yeah, I mean, you just get open shots, easier shots, and that he's gonna bring a crowd when he goes up for a layup, and he's willing to pass it. He trusts us every time he comes in to the huddle, and if he miss a open man, or he'd be like, "Be yourself, I got you next time." And if I miss, he says, "I trust you, keep going," and vice versa to everybody. Trey Murphy, he does it to everybody. So, for him to go out there and just believe in us, we got to make shots, and that's what we do.
Another big fourth quarter for you. How much do you kind of enjoy those moments where you can kind of bark at the other team or get into other guys and kind of, get competitive like we know you are?
I mean, it's just basketball. Like you said, it's competitive. He's a good rookie. We start our differences when we, at the end of the game, and I said, "Yo, man, it's all about basketball. I ain't really tripping about nothing." But at that moment, I got a little screws missing in my head. I just turned up. I just do what Jose do, and then it went. It felt good. Shots was falling, and I get to compete at that level, especially in the NBA. So why not? Why not do that? Like go out like that, Oh man, I told him, yeah. I said, man, that's I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but that was the perfect time to find me. And I'm glad he did, because I was in the heat of the moment. I think I learned it myself too. I think I play better when I'm like that, in the sense of like just going out there and being free. And you know what? I got somebody that's chirping at me. I want to chirp back. And Z did it at the right moment. He got me a shot when I needed one, and then it just continued going on from there.
It seems like you and DT are forming game. Just you guys having a ton of reps together, but just what can you say about like the way that he played tonight and how he stepped up, but two, just like the chemistry you guys are building?
He's doing great. Just stepping up tonight to being a starter and then knocking down shots when we need it. I think that's the reason why we're in the NBA, and we hear when our name is called, we step up, and that's what he did today. And not surprising, us rolling in the second group, we just know I know his game, he know my game, and we learn each other. When we first signed him, when I was watching him in his national team Germany, Dennis Schroeder was playing the same way, as me a little bit on that team. So he already had a feel of that. So we just connected from there.
Jose, did you know coming into tonight you were one of the best fourth quarter 3-point shooters in the league? You were just trailing Norman Powell. And tonight you made 4 or 5 from 3, so you just overtook him. Shooting about 64% from 3.
Did I know that?
In fourth quarters.
Did I know that? Nah, but I know fourth quarter is my time though. I know I bet I played a little bit of first half, and coach just believes in me, and I'm gonna play that fourth quarter, so I'm gonna give it all I got. I know I learned that, man, whatever happens in the first half, I ain't really tripping. The second half, that's when I lock in. I mean, I always locked in, but that's when you better step up whenever we need it. And I ain't know the fourth quarter was like that, but I knew fourth quarter was my time though. I knew that.
Yeah, Jim asked you this morning this question, is shoot around, why you're so good in fourth quarters, and I think you just said it's easier for you. Why is it easier? Because that's usually when the pressure is the most.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's when everybody feel like you just gotta be simple. Like people scared of the moment. I ain't scared of the moment. I mean, I feel like that my whole career, but I'm also good at my role. Sometimes it's not a big time shot. Sometimes there's a big steal or a good pass or stuff like that. But I'm ready for those fourth quarter moments. I think that's what made my career in NBA's. If you look at it down the line, I think my first year I did the same thing. Played a lot in the fourth quarter, impacted it, and it's just something I'm just used to. I don't know what it is with me, but it just clicks with me.
Now that we've had a few games with Zion back from injury, does he look any different to you? His stat lines look like he's putting up more steals, more blocks. Tonight he had 14 rebounds. Have you noticed a difference at all?
Yeah, I ain't see the goatee. Yeah, I ain't see the new look. Yeah, he looked different, man. But I mean, the kid is growing. The kid, like people don't understand how much pressure he got to put on himself just because to be who he is, and I respect that about him. Obviously his life is, I don't know, obviously a lot different, but like for him to come in every day and be who he is, and no matter is it a bad day or a good day, he's gonna be Zion. So I respect that about him, and you see the stats speak for itself. When he plays and he shows up, he's one of the best. I told him, I said that's actually might be his best look, man. I actually told him that.
How gratifying is it just to see how far you've come with your shooting? We joke a lot about your rookie year, the yes I can shoot moment, and now being here where you're regularly having these games where you're making 3, 4, 5 3-pointers, just to see the progress you made in that part of your game.
I mean, I'm excited. I mean, that's what I worked on. I think I worked on that all my whole career. I think that was my knock, right? Everybody was saying that he needed to shoot better or he needs to shoot this. So in order to me be on the court with Bi or Zion or with guys that got so much attention, they're gonna leave somebody open, and I gotta make them pay. And for me to stay on the court instead of obviously defense and all the little things, but that was a big part of me of just stepping up and playing that bigger role. And I knew that was coming, and that's what the organization kept on saying. You got to lock in on that shooting, and I think I felt like that's what my mindset was on. And man, I need to get back to that floater too, though, bro. My floater ain't been rolling, but the shot's been hitting. But like I said, I took pride in that. I think that was my next step in my game, and I'm ready to put it all together eventually.
What was the aspect of your shooting mechanics that you feel like you tweaked that really helped?
I think be great. If you look at my routine, I always start with short, right underneath the rim, lower my body with one hand, just using a lot of my lower body, and just can't stay consistent even in a miss. Just stay there all the time, and I think that's what we worked on. And early, it's a lot of simple things. It's not really a major big difference. I feel like my shot always been good. It's just been the simple and staying there consistently and maintaining that. Obviously shooting, I think is a lot up here, mentally. All the greats could vouch for that, but I just stay there. I asked Trey Murphy a lot of questions too, because that boy, he when he shoot. So I asked him stuff like Jayhawk, stuff like that. So I stay in there mentally. It's hard sometimes, but I stay there, and I think these guys trust me now. Yeah, I definitely did. That's why I reacted how I reacted. But the kid, he came up to me and said it wasn't on purpose. Like I said, it's about basketball. It's nothing personal, man. I actually I respect what he did. I respect how he come out as a rookie and then step up. To anybody, not just me. That's how you got to survive in this league, and that's how I'm surviving. As you see, no matter if it's a rookie, vet, or not, you got to show some respect, right? And both ways. and that's what I ain't tripping. That's what he's supposed to do, but just not to me sometimes. But like I said, he's good. Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, there go Jose, man. Saying ain't no hard feelings for the guy
You know what?
doing what he did.
He a
Go
good
ahead,
look.
Lex.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Jose taking the high road, man.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, that's cool, but nah, dog. That's pretty serious. You don't do that. You don't do that. There's, let it all be basketball. But I mean, that's cool. He took it that way, but
It didn't get him out of his game. That's for damn sure. If that's what he
I
was
know it
trying
ain't
to do.
supposed to. Yeah, makes you make him more pissed off and be like, show it on the court. And now
Right.
that part I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody doing something all special and things. Just make them pay. Make them pay by hitting your shots, and that's what he did. And
Sure
I'm
did.
totally with that.
Yeah, he sure did, Lex. He tuned them up this game for 6
19 points in
pointers.
the second half.
Huh?
19 points in the second half.
Yeah, he tuned them up, man. He tuned them up pretty good, man. The bench was big for the Pelicans tonight, man. They just had a good vibe over. Now, could they? Now, this is the thing though, Lex. 'Cause we got the Monday night game against the same team, same place, same around the same time on Monday. Pelicans have an opportunity to get another win against the Utah Jazz. Do this game play out the same way? Do you think they? I'm inclined to say I think that the Utah Jazz will play a scrappy brand of basketball ultimately, but I think the Pelicans have them outgunned. What do you think?
I think the Pelicans can get them again. They should, with all especially with all the guys that they have out right now. Which I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I could care less about that because the Pelicans have in the first half of the season they've had a lot of guys out and teams took advantage of it. So I'm just go on and get this dub. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, just like Zion was saying, I'm not dialed into losing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I'm just not cut that way, and I wouldn't want this team to be cut that way. You know what I'm saying? I think for the supporters, hey man, win. You know what I'm saying? You have momentum. They are playing different. This game was pretty and ugly. I guess pretty ugly. This game was just it was just that way. I think the first quarter was probably they best quarter, but golly, it was really something the next two quarters. But they did win that third quarter.
They did.
They won the third quarter. They won the game, which is, obviously the biggest thing. But definitely the Pelicans have to clean up on those turnovers. There were too many turnovers. Jayhawk, I don't know if anybody else saw this, but Jayhawk was struggling on holding on to that ball. It's like they were bum rushing him.
Yeah, they were real physical with him.
Yeah, making
A
him
couple of
pay.
those, yeah, a couple of those were fouls too, Lex. Like the guy reached
Oh,
in
the
there
officiating was awful.
literally scraped at his arms
Yeah,
to knock the ball loose, and he's like in a river. I'm like, what?
but the
We'll
officiating
allow him
to
to
this
play.
game was awful, though. I will say that. I was not pleased with that. There was a lot of fouls in this game. A lot of fouls. Um, you know, but they really I'm gonna say this. I don't want to, get on it too much, but they really just have to start calling like fouls, that are going against Zion because he's dealing with a lot of contact, but when he gives contact with someone, I mean, it could just be like a baby tap, and they call those fouls on him. But it's like with him, like he could be tackled and they won't call a foul.
Right.
So I know we've talked about it in the past, but I don't like the way that he's officiated because it's not right. It's not right. It's like I don't understand why it's so hard. If someone comes across your arms, it's a foul. If someone's bumping you below, that's a blocking foul. It's like the rules have not changed. You can't you can't change the rules according to someone's size or what they look like, because a foul is a foul. Going across anybody's arms is a foul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they really do need to fix that. I don't know when they're going to fix that, but golly, man, it doesn't make sense when, and this is all like in the same sequence. Someone hits him, he's flying out of bounds, airborne, right? No foul. Then he comes down, just a little bit of bump, a small bump. And it's a foul. It's like, what? Did you miss that big bump down there? Like that was a bigger bump than this bump.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't like I said, I don't want to go on with it, but
it's bad when the analysts start talking about it. Like and Antonio Daniels kept mentioning the fact that it's just ridiculous how we see so many of these things happen with the officials. I don't get it, man. How a lot of these it's so poorish, man. It really is. But the inconsistencies are ridiculous, man. It really is. All right, big ups to the fam, man. Go ahead, Lex. You want to chime in on that? Because that's your area of expertise.
And then with Jose and Collier, when they got into the tussle and things, that was at the beginning of the game, not the second thing with Collier hitting them below the belt. That should have been a double technical. That's a double tech. Why did you just call a tech on Jose?
I don't understand that one. I didn't get that myself.
And then like when a foul was called and they challenged, this has been happening. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but this has been happening consistently like the last few games to the Pelicans. When if there's a call, and typically it's a foul, and the other team challenges it, the thing is that one thing they've been getting wrong is the possession. They've been getting that wrong.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like when the Pelicans have possession of the ball after the foul and the other team is challenging it. You know what I'm saying? The Pelicans don't get a ball. It becomes a jump ball. I'm like, Are you serious? The Pelicans had possession. That's happened like 2 or 3 times, maybe even more.
Yeah,
this time around, look, guess what? Look, the ball was dead, right? It should have been a jump ball. But after the whistle was blown, a Jazz player, they just gave it to the Jazz. I'm like, man, these rules, they change. It's like they're being switched up. It's like, no, that should have been a jump ball. It should have been a jump ball.
Yeah, they get a ball of the Jazz. Jazz didn't even have possession of it. Didn't call it what they call it, imminent possession.
Yeah, something like that.
But they didn't possess the ball.
They didn't have possession. That should have been a jump.
Yeah, they don't. They're confused.
The Pelicans, if in that same situation, if the Pelicans have possession, you don't give the Pelicans the possession. You make it a jump ball. I'm like, golly, man. I mean,
it's a good way to take the ball away from you and kind of tilt the game one way or the other, isn't it?
And then the thing is, those are things that I wish Willie Green would address. Why are you letting them? Do you not know the rule book? Because I listen and study. I wish somebody else would study. You know what I'm saying?
Who might that be?
But my thing is that you have to address that. You have to be an advocate for your team, man. You know what I'm saying? Even against Boston. I don't know if y'all remember this. Zion had a ball situation with Al Horford. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Did Al Horford jump for the ball?
Yeah, no. Porzingis did, didn't he?
Porzingis did.
Yeah.
And that type stuff keeps happening to the Pelicans.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, Can you open up your mouth? Go out on the court and jump. No. He's jumping. He didn't, his hands weren't even on the ball. Like stuff like that, just the rules just change miraculously if it's actually supposed to be in favor of the Pelicans. But if it goes, if it goes, it just automatically goes against them. I wish that, that's one thing the coaching staff
We'll have something to say.
they would need to address that.
Right.
It's like, are you all not paying attention to the game? Because you hear Joel and Antonio, they talk about it.
Antonio Daniels, he beats that drum all the time.
But it makes no sense for them to address it. And it's like, hey, hello, they're cheating the Pelicans right now. You might want to say something, Willie. Somebody.
I ain't see it.
I mean, exactly. He doesn't see. Don, what are your famous words? You know what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Are you not representing your team?
No,
are you not fighting for your team?
I'm tell you one thing, man. Don is consistent in hell as that. I mean,
we all are.
He gives us a good hashtag fire Willie Green at least 2 or 3 times a show. So yeah, that brother really serious about getting him out of here.
Yeah, shoot. He ain't the only one.
It's a bunch of people want him gone, including myself. I think we've seen enough of Willie Green, man, for real.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Big ups to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being on stream. It's Friday, so it means it's call-in night.
Friday.
It's call-in night. So there he is. There he is.
Friday.
There he is. All right. Big ups to you guys, man. Y'all do us a service first, man. Y'all hit the like button. If you're not a sub, but hit the sub button and the alert bell as well. I don't usually tell y'all to do that, but when we get new shows up or alerts, anything, you want to know what time it is, hit that alert bell, man, so you can be up on all the latest stuff if you haven't. Also, we'll put the link in the show tonight when it's almost 10:50 my time, Central Time. We'll be going up until, I guess, what do you think, Lex, about 12:30? What do you think? 12 o'clock, what you think? 12:30.
Okay, well, 12 o'clock for me is in like 10 minutes, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's see if that'd be 1 o'clock too. So I guess like what? It's a different effect. You're hour ahead, so
yeah, no. Just whatever you feel like, Big Q. You got it.
Okay. We'll go 12:30 cutoff time for the fam, because I know they got a lot to say. It's been a week worth that they want to talk about. So we know they go. Stacy. Stacy got a lot to talk about tonight. So
yeah, look, Stacy, give other people some turns. Yeah. I'm messing with you. Talk your talk, man.
Talk, boy.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna put the chat. It's a strong cutoff time for 12:30, which would be 1:30 Lex time. So we'll cut this thing off at 12:30, fam. Remember, there's another game on Monday night for the Utah matchup. So here is the link. It's in the chat for the family members that want to chime in tonight. Please give everybody an opportunity to be heard, be respectful of each other, allow people to make their points. Everybody needs to be heard on the stream. So there you go. That's the link there for the family members that want to tune in and talk about how they feel about the Pelicans. Lex was very passionate about the stuff with Zion Williamson's messing with his minutes, going backwards as opposed to going up. That is noted that the Pelicans are smoothly reversing his minutes. They're going, usually the minute restriction's supposed to creep up, but they're actually creeping back, which is very weird. That's noted. Also, the fact that how you guys feel about the fact that the Pelicans are on a 3-game winning streak right now, possibly going to a 4-game winning streak. No, I think they'll get the 4. It could be a 5-game winning streak against Giannis and the Bucks.
Yeah, because they're up and down. So yeah,
right. So this could turn into something. This could turn into something I don't know if they'll get anything above that because I mean, but the teams that they are playing on the road, they got Memphis, they got Charlotte and Toronto. They can very well get 2 of those 3. And that could, in the next 10 games from now, could this spark something here? So we'll see. And of course, the trade deadline is 2 weeks away with all this going on the court. So there's some stuff to look at. All right. So anyway, we got Don, we got Stacy right there, and the rest of the family. Let me pin this link in the chat. So if the family members listening across the stream, the different streams, if you want to get on the broadcast, you got to come over to our YouTube feed. To the rest of the family, LinkedIn and X and all these other places. If you want to get in, come on over to the YouTube side. We'll put you in the chat. Talk Pels with us. All right. So anyway, we'll open up the line. Here's Don and Stacy. Good night to the brothers. And welcome on in. How y'all doing?
What's up,
Good
family?
evening, y'all.
What's
Shout
going
out to
on,
y'all.
guys? How y'all doing?
We're good. We're good. Y'all actually talked about what I wanted to talk about. This is what I've been waiting and sitting on this whole week.
Uh-oh.
So y'all talked about, real talk. Like y'all talked about Zion's, suspicious minute restriction and his weight. And then you can go into it with his weight clause and how he's behaved and everything. And then it even came up that Big Q said, who else has acted like this? Who else has been there? Well, somebody else said Kawhi Leonard. And guess what? I'm not even thinking about Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to tell you a player who had as much hype as Zion coming out of high school. In fact, he was the #1 player in the nation in the 9th grade. But this guy has the complexion for the protection.
Michael Porter or something?
He's no. He's 7'1",
Greg Oden.
and he only weighs 205 pounds.
What? Oh, Trent
And he's
Holmgren.
only played. Yep, he's in his 3rd season. Only played 92 games. Nobody talks about this.
Joel
I'll be
Embiid.
watching a lot of Oklahoma City games, and if they lose because they ain't got hype. One person be sitting on that bench every single game.
It's about Chet.
Chet Holmgren. He hasn't gained weight. He's always injured. But guess what? Nobody say anything about this. What Chet went? One or two? He went 1 or 2 in the draft.
2.
2, yeah, 2.
He went 2. Yeah, but about the same height. If he would have went to Duke or something like that, he would have had the same height. He went to Gonzaga, which is also a good school. Yeah. You see the difference between how he's treated and how Zion's treated?
By the media or team?
I mean, I don't know if I would say that they have similar. They came in similar, height, but then you have to look at the organization because the way the organization operates is totally different.
Stacey, you talking about by the media or the team?
I think both. Because the media don't talk about him at all, and the team protects him. Right. We got a game plan. We got a long-term plan with this guy.
Yeah.
He's not the same. He's not on the same level though.
Yeah,
for the media, he definitely not on the same level.
What's the obvious difference between the two?
Okay,
y'all realize
dominance.
Come on, man.
There you go.
No,
that's
something else is obvious. Come on now.
They're winning organization that's respected, bro. They gotta respect.
That's it.
Manager.
And another thing. Come on.
And the better coach.
That's right.
One of them is a brother. The other one's.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. It's a complexion for the protection.
That does exist. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's
right. That's what it is.
But Shea takes a lot of that off him though. He's the guy that drops.
Chet is not the.
He's not the guy
one on the team. Right. He's not
the even the Williams is like
he's not even number 2.
Right, Williams and Shea and Williams and you kind of look at those guys and he's like a piece. I ain't gonna see a throwing piece because I don't want to sound like man ain't shit. But
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Big Q. Jalen Williams, the 2 Jalen Williams, And then that third place, I can't remember who was the third person drafted. Well, the fourth person drafted in that draft. I think it's probably Usman Dieng, but Chet was taken before them two, before them three.
Yeah, he was second overall in
Yeah,
22.
and then Jalen went like seventh or eighth or something like that, and the other Jalen went like 14th or something. Yeah, Chet was supposed to be the number 2 guy. Just like, and it's kind of the same thing with the Pelicans where Bi and Zion, but we all put it as Zion is the guy, and we all know Zion's going to be the guy. We ain't have a Shea Gilgeous Alexander. In fact, Shea wasn't Shea yet. I like Shea. We all like Shea, but he wasn't this when Chet got drafted.
No.
You know, that year he had got drafted, he started pulling up from half court. He started doing all this stuff. I'm like, dang, he fine now. He getting real good. Then last year he just jumped out there. It was like, boom, it was there. And then this year is MVP. He actually was MVP last year.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
But
really doing it.
Chet was supposed to be the star of this team. So
That's true. He was supposed to be. He was the top pick. He was one of their picks that they wanted to build around until Shea got there, man. And you seen some glimpses of it when he was on the West Coast. You seen some glimpses of how good he was, but then they just put him on a stage by himself, and he just took over. They added pieces around him, and they have an identity. They're gritty.
They ahead of schedule though. I think that's part of it. They're ahead of schedule. Like nobody really expected them to be this good this quick. It's kind of like the Pels. They expected the Pels to be good at some point in the last 2 years, and that's kind of why Z get a lot of flack because, like you said during the show, Q, it's a lot of it's on him. Lack of professionalism and stuff. Like, I mean, you're in year 6, you can't be late an hour to the flight. Like, come on, man, it's your second game back.
But if that's not Zion, do we even hear about it? Because what happens to players that's late to anything, and that happens to a lot of basketball players, a lot of football players, they get fined for it, and it doesn't hit the media. How much?
Not like that though. Not that bad though.
Lamar misses practices. Lamar misses practice. They just say, you know what? It's mental health day.
He won the MVP.
Oh, Lamar.
That's the thing.
Lamar didn't miss practices.
Half of his career in injuries either, bro. And
that's
he
what I'm
wasn't.
saying, but he didn't win the MVP. He didn't prove himself.
Okay,
to a certain extent,
But it's still supposed to
we
be
would
a standard.
We would never hear about Chet missing practice. We don't know because Josh Giddey was messing with a teenage girl. We don't know what's going on in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. We just finding that out too. So it's like
because David Griffin put it out there for people to know. He handled that situation wrong, and he didn't protect his star player. That's what that is. And then you say Zion ain't being professional. Chet ain't being professional. He still only weigh 205 pounds at center. Where your muscle? You know what I'm saying?
Your brother, the guy in from New York, there go your muscle right there.
You need to gain muscle. Yeah, you had to pay Isaiah Hartenstein $30 million a year just to make up for what Chet don't bring.
Stacey, I hear you, bro, but I'm saying at the end of the day, man, that's Presti out there. So I know he got a plan. His team has an identity.
They have great coaching.
Right. And the staff, the majority of their players play the majority of the games. There's, I hear what you're saying in terms of that, and you're absolutely right. It's just different there than what we have here. It's respected.
And we can't be the same.
The difference.
We can't be the same.
Not with who you got.
No, I mean, Griff has PTSD from LeBron.
Right.
That's what he has. I mean, he's a control freak. He's power struck. He's got, like you said, Big Q, he's got tentacles everywhere. And so when you have a guy like that, I feel like, with the moves that he's made, the poor financial decisions, just there's no pressure on Griff.
Nope.
he has absolutely no pressure.
No, he don't.
You know, when you think of when he did the coaching, the hiring of coaching, he offered crumbs. No quality coach wanted crumbs. It was disrespectful. Not only that, he's like, hey, this is what I want the game plan to be. This is how I want you to coach. Like, dog, are you a coach? So all of a sudden, you're a coaching expert? Like, no, if you're hiring me to be the coach, then you need to let me be the coach, not you telling me how to coach.
But I think that's the reason why he brought on a inexperienced coach, so he can do that. You know?
Yeah, because he was cheap.
Yeah,
Willie Green was cheap,
but they
and
had,
he
they
wanted
had
to
other
be a
guys
coach,
that
but
they had other guys
he
who
was not the first. He wasn't the first option though.
Yeah, the guy from the one that's in Orlando, right?
No,
Yeah, he was one of the options.
They wanted
The dude
Jacques
from
Vaughn.
Brooklyn. Yeah, Jacques Vaughn.
They wanted
He
Jacques
was
Vaughn.
the option. The guy in Charlotte right now. What's his name?
I know. Well, you talking
Charles
about
Lee.
Jamal
A bunch
Mosley.
of bullshit. That's what we want.
Jamal
Charles Lee.
Mosley,
Yeah,
Charles
Jamal
Lee.
Mosley. Now he the one. He's good.
Mosley, man,
He's good.
that dude's doing
I
great
think he
down
had
there.
interviewed too, right?
No, I don't think he did.
Who, Mosley?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
he.
he did.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
he.
thought I thought he was
He.
in the running.
No, he interviewed. They
Yeah, I
interviewed.
thought he was.
They
Yeah, 'cause
interviewed Charles.
until
They interviewed Lee. They interviewed Mosley. They interviewed Jacques Vaughn.
until
And they were
Sweetheart Willie came.
Yeah, man. I just think Willie
Sweetheart.
don't reflect the city though. You know, it's
No,
like
he
Sweetheart.
doesn't. Thank
he's too
you. Hey, say
soft
that
to
again.
he's
Say
too
that
soft
again.
to be on the sideline. You know,
Sweetheart.
like bro, it's like we we not with the disrespect. I don't care.
Yeah,
You can do all that you want to do, but when you step over that line disrespecting, that's
yeah.
when we stand up. We on some other. We you can't
Thank
like
you.
GTA say. Man,
Respectful.
I'm ready
Yeah,
for it. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
throwed off a little bit.
Body,
You know what I'm saying?
body.
Yeah, I'm throwed off a little bit. So don't
Yeah,
go there with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I
yeah.
don't know how to come back. Willie
I was
Willie
watching the clip.
just taking everything, man. The refs don't call nothing. Z
No,
getting banged up,
He
and that's
keep
I think
throwing his neck out every
a
time.
lot of this stuff, a lot of
Girl.
this the way they don't fight for Z
It's stupid.
is part of I think is it play a huge part of the way he operate though. He's like the dude from South Carolina. If he like a family dude, you know what I mean? So he need people like to show love. And for me, I don't think they've been showing him love from the beginning because the dude will run through a wall for you if you hit him.
Or even some
Coach
tough
K had
love.
him
Yeah.
run through a wall. Coach K had him busting out his shoes for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you really if you know how to motivate him and you show him love, that dude gonna go hard. But I don't think he really feeling the love, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he value fun over business at all times, and I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah,
okay
he a
with that.
young dude with
One of my
$200 million.
I just
one of
think
my
he
favorite players,
respect realness.
one of my favorite baseball players, Manny Ramirez, valued fun over business. Even though he was like the richest baseball player at the time, he was just all fun all the time, man. It had me watching the Boston Red Sox. Him and Pedro Martinez, they had me watching Boston Red Sox when I was in high school a lot. And
Straight
they
up.
value fun over business all the time. You can see it when they went to
Yes,
other places. When they left and went to other places, it was like, yeah, it's true. That's true. That's what it made Red Sox finally win the World Series because of those guys and everything. They were always having fun, and they were fun people to watch. They put up good numbers and all that. They Hall of Famers. But and I can see that with Zion too, but not with this front office, not with all of this
yeah,
going on.
yeah.
There's no reason why we can't have the same. There's
But I
no
think
reason. And
it's come
then
from ownership too.
somebody,
Now.
yeah, it is from her. It is from her.
Yeah, I think it is because she don't
Yeah,
know nothing about no sports. What competitive
about
sport
nothing.
she know about? She's a
Right.
socialite, right? She a socialite. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
Like she go to debutante balls and shit. That's what she known for. Like
well,
competing.
I
This ain't. She ain't on that.
somebody mentioned
Better get
in the
out of here.
somebody mentioned in the chat about Trey Henderson, like Zion gonna be the next Trey Henderson.
And if y'all know what he's saying, Trey Henderson is about to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's possibly about to win it for the Bengals. He's the defensive end for the Bengals. He used to play for the Saints. When he was at the Saints, a lot of people didn't know how good he was. He gets to the Bengals and he goes off, unstoppable. You know what I mean? And that's what the thing is.
Yeah, I think we knew.
Go
I knew
ahead,
that. I knew
Vicky.
Trey Henderson was good.
Yeah, we knew it. The thing about Trey Water, and this, because people looking at it now like with in backwards, but the Saints drafted him out of what was he, Florida Atlantic? I want to say he came from. They seen the talent right away. The problem with Trey Hendrickson was he couldn't stay healthy. He was hurt every year except for the final year, and he had, I don't know, like 12 something sacks in the final year. But usually the thing is, when a player does that, and he stayed hurt all of the time, and then in the last year of his contract, he balls out, have double-digit sacks in a contract year. People say, man, that's just, he did that for the contract. Right. By that time, your boy was already a draft pick on the Saints, which was Marcus Davenport. So he went up there.
Y'all ain't got him no more.
Yeah, right. He was a bust, but Trey Hendrickson left, went to Cincinnati, stayed healthy, and was able to. He spent the majority of his time as healthy up there, and he was able to produce. So they missed out on that one. That was a bad one. But yeah, that's how it happened, because we all knew Trey Hendrickson was good. He just could not stay healthy. He kept getting hurt every year. Not just anything. He would get hurt and be gone the whole year.
And you know what, Big Q, like, even looking in that Saints situation, it's like players leave y'all team for that reason and go get good other places. With the Ravens, we have our doggone, like, our undrafted players who get good, and then they go to other places and they just not even be good like that at other places.
Right.
It's like the other way around. It's like topsy-turvy with that, like, compared to what y'all got going on.
Yeah, stuff
It's
happens.
about the same thing with the Pelicans.
I don't see cats leaving here doing exceptionally well. I've been hearing, Dyson Daniels been balling. Dyson, I'm looking at it like, come on, man. Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels used to shoot from 2 feet away from the rim. Man,
Drew
get his
Holiday.
ass the fuck out of here, dog. Nobody want to see that shit. Dump the ball.
Well, Drew Holiday won 2 championships and one
Anthony Davis got
But he
one.
didn't leave.
Anthony Davis.
They did him a favor by trading that man. That made the Pelicans look good when they did that. He
I got one. I got another one.
Yeah,
I got another one for you.
Been a loyal soldier for the Pels, and he sent them to a team so he could win. That was solid for.
I got 2 more for you then. Nikhil Alexander Walker is having a no. Hold on.
He's the 8th man off the bench.
He has. Hold on, I'm about to break this down to you real fast. He is leading the league. He's leading the league. He's leading the league in catch and shoot threes right now. He is the best shooter. He's the best shooter in the league off of just catching the ball in the corner or wherever he catches.
So the option
it don't matter. It don't matter, because what's it called at the Mavs the Mavs going off right now. And we miss him. Najee.
Come on, man. We can't.
Yeah, we miss him.
Najee has been doing well.
If you kept Najee, you couldn't pay Trey.
No. If you kept Najee, you wouldn't have Javonte Green.
You couldn't pay Trey though.
What? Yes, you could have. Why can't you pay Trey?
They could if you'll
be in the second apron for a team that's making the.
We already in the second apron. We have we already in the first apron. Yes, we are. We're the second apron team. No, bro. I know the contract.
Get over.
No, 178 for the first apron, 188 for the second apron. We are $3 million over the luxury. We're $3 million over the luxury.
The first apron, yes.
That's why
they talking about making a trade so they can get under the trade under that luxury before the.
We're trying.
Same thing.
We're trying to.
Lewis last year. What happened to Kyrie Lewis?
We're a second apron team, bro. We're a second apron team.
What about Kyrie Lewis?
That was a bad one, bro.
Right, he out the league. That's what I'm saying. Everybody,
but who picked him up?
But that was Griffin making that selection.
But
you can say it's stranger. You can say
making decisions.
Well, that was because we know Stan Van Gundy was Griffin's guy. We know that wasn't a Trajan Langdon hire. So I mean, we know that. But the thing is, Van Gundy did not want to make the selection. When we did when we were doing the shows and streams, we did the recap on there.
I don't know who he selected.
This guy got to the podium and asked him about KLJ.
Don't
This
ask
guy,
me anything about the draft.
That shit was funny.
Right. This guy sat up here and says, oh, no, I don't, you know, that he didn't have any involvement in the pick, and it's the head coach. So KLJ got a bad deal soon as they switched coaches. When they left from Stan Van Gundy, they could not find a spot for.
But Q, that was two when they just made the Birmingham. And guess what? Guess where Kyrie Lewis went to college at?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So that wasn't. I don't think that was really for him to get on the team. I think that was more just to get the have somebody a prospect. And they did the same thing with Herb, and Herb just turned out to be because Herb went to Alabama, and Herb just turned out to be a starter.
Yeah, but KLJ was seen as he was a guy they wanted a point guard. They wanted somebody that can.
No, but okay, that's what I'm saying. They had 2 point guards that they had Kyra and they had Maxey. And they could have picked Maxey, but I'm saying that's why they picked Kyra. And remember who was the coach at Alabama at the time too?
It was wasn't it Avery?
Avery. So they just both of those two just lined up. That's why they picked Kyra. They didn't pick him because they needed a point guard, obviously. But
you saying really, Avery had an influence on the pick is what you saying?
Yeah, you might be right.
Definitely had.
He was so excited. He was so excited.
I give you that.
Talked about the pick
I give you that, bro.
But my point, reason
you don't remember that?
He was so excited about that pick.
Kyrie Lewis is I was just making a point that everybody that lead a team is not good. That's not how.
That's true.
I mean, they drafted Herb Jones in the second round. I mean, GTA is an undrafted player. Trey Murphy is the bottom half of the first round. So you got to give these people credit.
What was Kyra? What was Kyra drafted? I mean, not Kyra, but what was Nick Kill drafted?
Like 17.
What pick he was in? Okay,
17. He wasn't.
He was in there. It was Zion. It was Jackson. That was his draft with Zion, Jackson Hayes, and
Jackson sucks too.
When the kid was out there throwing left-handed cross court, one-handed passes on the regular, man, get his ass
a rookie.
Bullshit.
A rookie gonna do that, bro. A rookie gonna do stuff.
No, this was a rookie. This was when he was starting.
He was doing that in his second year too. That was a
this
habit.
was like third year.
That was a habit.
But
He's still doing it.
Well, you know what Minnesota did to him? Once again, He's supposed to be a wing playmaker, but with Minnesota, because the ball in Anthony Edwards' hands so much, he just stand in the corner and he knock him down. He just knock him down, bro. He not missing shots this year. He's like 49% from catch and shoot this
year.
So
you keep him over GTA?
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying the point was like people leave and go and be better other places. It's not about keeping them.
He's not better than GTA though. So it don't matter if he better where he at. He not a better fit for here. That's the point. They can't keep everybody though.
Dyson not a better fit for here. He wasn't a better fit for here. No, but we still lost that trade by giving up them 2 first rounders.
Nah. He's a perfect fit for Atlanta for what they need.
Yeah, I don't think
so. Yeah, but we should have got.
That's what it's about. It's about the fit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I mean, the fit really does matter. I mean, first of all, he's around better coaching. When you look at everybody who's left, they do have typically better coaching. They're positioned better to succeed. With Dyson really needed to play off ball. I think we had him on ball a lot when he was here.
I think it's just a different style, though.
And that's
not a different coach.
It's a different responsibility.
What Lex is saying, what Lex is saying is how I feel. That's what I feel. That's the point I'm making. I'm making that with these other coaches.
That's a point guard. Like you don't need somebody who can handle the ball. Like last year, the team didn't have a point guard for the last 2-3 years, right? Like a starting caliber.
Well, they were trying to make CJ the point guard,
but he wasn't.
That's their fault.
They was trying this to go. They was trying something.
That's their fault.
Look, Nikhil had a chance. He didn't step up. Kyra had a chance. He didn't step up. They were looking for point guard for multiple years. So that's the reason why the team,
because they were picking up 2 guards and trying to make them.
Because of size,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because when you look at NAW NAW's a 2 guard.
He's a
Right.
2
He
guard.
plays better off ball. Same
But
thing
that's
with.
Y'all remember Frankie Jackson?
Yes.
he's a point guard.
Frank
Yeah, Frank
Jackson. I
he's
like
there,
Frank. I
but my
like Frank,
goodness.
man.
Yeah, I remember
Nah,
Frank.
man.
Drew was
That's
like,
the
yeah,
thing
that's gonna
about
be my
point guards, though,
predecessor.
man.
Man,
Point
Frank
guards
got hot.
ain't that many point guards out there, though. It's not
Nah,
that many walking
Yeah.
around. It's not that many.
I mean that, but
DTA just starting to play like a point guard now.
Dyson, that was a side effect of the Lonzo Ball situation when they
Right.
wanted. That's what Dyson was about.
Yeah.
They wanted a guy that can facilitate, play defense, that type of thing, and
And that was the
they were going to
perfect
group.
guy, man.
Wait,
They
so
were
did
going to
y'all
groom
see
him
this
for
on the
that.
news at
So
all?
was
They
the
were saying, I
perfect
don't know if y'all
guy
saw this on the
that just
news, but they were saying that they thinking about making a trade for Zach LaVine and Lonzo for Brandon Ingram and
who said
CJ.
that?
That's bullshit. That's
I don't.
bullshit. You can't even
That was
do it.
coming
You
from
can't even
Jake
do it.
Madison.
Man,
Yeah, Jake Madison don't know
what
what
he
the hell
talking?
they talking about.
Yeah.
He don't know what he's
Wow.
talking about.
I
It's
don't.
not even possible. That trade's
No,
not even possible.
that would be
Mm-mm.
stupid.
Plus,
It's
how
that's
old is
64
everybody?
million.
That plays a part in that too.
That's like Zach
So Zach
Levine's
Levine is
$40 million, ain't he?
Mhm.
44 million. Zach
That's what I'm saying. They're
Zach
gonna get
Levine
rid of
44.
CJ and they're gonna get rid of BI.
Yeah,
So
nobody taking
Bryce at
CJ.
30.
Or
So
how old
You
is
be lucky at
Levine?
the boys.
How old is
Okay, he's
Levine?
29. He's 29. He's actually having the best year of his career. He's
Yeah,
actually
they're saying
hooping
he's
this
shooting
year.
43% on 3 on 7 threes.
But I mean,
44.
the
Yeah,
same thing with Levine
Levine's been
is
balling.
the injury
I'm just,
situation. He's
I think,
always hurt. Levine
yeah, I
always
think
It
hurt.
that
won't
money
work.
is the big
He said
It,
Levine.
He
part
Team
always hurt.
Levine.
so
on him.
what
Levine,
Lex just said,
whatever you call it, he
it's
always hurt.
$64 million. Like that's $64 million. You're getting Lonzo back, that's 20. And then he's a free agent at the end of the year. And then 44 million. We can't even do that. We can't add more money onto what we got going
Yeah,
on.
they might
You
not get Lonzo. He might
know,
have been saying about
Brad,
Lonzo Ball, but I have been
we
hearing from a bunch of different people
we
that
have
Zach
to.
LaVine might be coming.
Nah,
That
I
That's
mean,
mean,
not
well,
true.
not
well,
might be
that,
We
coming. They
that
got
might just trying to
we
sounds
trade
like a
for him.
lot of the
he's on.
rumors that are
He
out
got
there.
4 years left on his contract too, so they
next
definitely
You
year.
said
Next
who
year,
coming
I'm
here?
put like
I would take Zach LaVine though.
Now I
nah,
like Zach too.
not on
He
this.
fits. He
but
fits
listen,
everything we need.
Not with that
That
contract.
fast break will be A1. I tell you that.
Oh, Zion
this
and
is
And
not
he
Jackson
gonna
can
happen.
and he
No,
and
can
Trey
put up
Murphy.
and he can catch and
Man,
shoot
What?
good too.
that dude is injury prone. Man, you talking about Z? You talking about Trey? You talking about all these Bi? Man, we can't take
Well,
nobody like
according
I
to
don't think
Dyson, there's something in the water down in New Orleans.
Man, fuck
You know
Dyson.
what
Send his
I'm saying?
ass back to Australia, man. He
Crikey.
can't hoop, man. Get out of here.
Hey, there's a lot of
hey,
injuries though, especially like
And,
all
and
the injuries
Lex,
from the beginning
like
of the season. That was
Lex,
unheard of.
Lex, you
But
know
I
what?
wouldn't say it's a curse though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I filter my damn water, so I don't know what the hell they drinking. But
Man, I'm
I'll
straight.
No,
I'll
I'm
be
talking
honest
about the
with you.
Pelicans.
they
Not
Yeah,
drink the
I
Austin
don't.
water.
They blaming the water. That's right. That
Man,
ain't on the
it
water.
ain't
That's
got
on
nothing
it.
to do with no water, bro.
Got nothing to do with the
you know
water.
what I'm saying. Look,
I
the
get you.
organization's water. They ain't using the same
Right.
water.
That's right.
So what's his excuse now? what's his
I'm pretty
excuse
sure
now?
he'll find
What
one.
he
Is
drinking up there?
I mean, well, he's been healthy. He hasn't been dealing with injuries. Look, has Najee or Drew Holiday, have they been dealing with
the
injuries?
staffs? Well, I mean, listen. We know all medical staffs are not created equal. We know that right off
Okay,
the bat.
no, we know Oshner.
But
We
you
know
know what?
Oshner's
You know what I was thinking.
horrible.
We know that.
I remember at the beginning of the season,
Oh
they were
my
talking about
God.
this preseason training camp,
You
and it
know,
was
AD been
5
dealing with
days.
injuries.
Yeah, 5 days worth of training camp, and then they come out and play games. I thought that was a recipe for
It,
disaster from the beginning. That's why I was so
it wasn't. We really didn't have a training camp this year. That was
That's
a
what I'm
fake
saying.
training camp. It's not real. It wasn't a real training camp. You
The way
notice?
the
Do
way
you notice?
NCAA set up is only for like 10
They need
days
to go back
max,
to a
anyways.
they was doing that shit for the
So,
camera.
hey, don't successful teams always have documentaries that drop like once a week or something like that about their team? Where our documentary at, and where they be breaking stuff down like that? Like they
There's
don't
no
really do. I think the
yeah.
last one, the Wired or something like that. We don't
Documentary.
have those.
What
Look, we
documentary?
need to
I
build
mean,
some
they do be
momentum.
documented. They have that series though that they have on YouTube. You can go see.
The
Man,
series, right?
that's a
But it's never
cartoon
talking
series.
about nothing.
Squad
It's never.
episodes. They be having those
Yeah, it
squad.
never talk about. Yeah,
Man,
that
They
whatever
have
that
like
is,
the on
it don't
court, the
talk
off
about
court.
nothing.
them
Didn't they
cats
win?
ain't had
Didn't they
nothing
win
to
the
It
talk
Tank
don't.
about. They've
Award
been
though? They
losing.
won an award.
But there's nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about. They losing.
I mean, look, they need to get their weight up, Stacey.
They still won an award, though. They still won an award.
Hey, Stacey, why do you think we still wearing these sunglasses, man? Okay,
I'm with you. I got mine
I got
on
used
too.
to these bitches.
Let's
I
get
just
to
glued them on the
500.
face.
Maybe we'll take them off so you can see our eyes. But right now,
I can't take them off. Lexxah and glued
we
them on.
still got that brown bag over our heads.
Yeah, they shouldn't have won.
You know what?
The nicer version.
He said we shouldn't have won tonight. That's what I was talking about. We going the opposite way. Everybody was came on about 2 weeks ago talking about we need to lose. We going the opposite way right now. Y'all understand that? We're gonna be like the 14
I'm
pick
not
in the
diving
draft.
into losing, man.
We don't need no
I
more.
really
Me
am not.
either.
No,
The
that's what you're
Pels,
missing.
I'm
You
with you,
ain't
Lex.
losing, you winning.
All
Because
right,
if
don't
we
need no
would
more
have, because
lottery picks.
this is
They
the
got
team
enough
that's
lottery
we fighting
picks.
for the last spot.
somebody on the
They got
block
the
right
last
now.
spot.
Somebody on the block right now. If y'all can mute while the speaker's talking, please. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, sir. Somebody was on the block and the block was hot.
Hey, man, I don't think the Pels need to be drafting no more lottery picks, man. They got enough talent on the team. They need to put the players on
No, we have
board.
to.
No, they about to trade louder than
I don't want
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why we got to now.
2 more years.
Zion already told y'all, didn't we pass that? And I hit it with the dun dun dun. Remember that when he said that about the losing situation, that he's not interested in that?
Yeah,
He
man.
gets
I
out.
understand
He's
that.
trying to win. That man
Yeah,
ain't
but
trying
it's
to
not
hear that
talking
lottery
about
crap.
him. I'm talking about at least David Griffin. David Griffin got to have some type
I
of
think
foresight.
Griffin has no
trying
vision.
to win,
That dude is a problem for
Man,
this.
they're not trying to
I'll break
lose.
it down to you like this: teams like Memphis, right? They don't
Right.
have to draft; they can trade for a superstar, right?
But they
Hornets
did get a
even in
good
the
draft, right?
situation. Well, hold on. Like in the Hornets in the situation where they can trade for a superstar and they don't have to draft, right? Because they already got their little young core together, right? So, but the Pelicans, and then they up under the cap. Like they're a first apron team and they're gonna have the most cap space at the end of the year. The Pelicans cap is so bad because this man don't know how to carry his books that we have to draft. We have to decrease because Trey is gonna get 25 next year. You got Bi is gonna have nothing. He's gonna be on the
B.I.
like
is
he can
gone,
be
bro.
free agency. Yeah, he
B.I. is
gone.
not getting
CJ
$40
making
million.
CJ making 33. DeJounte gonna jump up like 32, something like that. Somewhere in
He
that range, 30
getting
from 30 to
25.
32.
He
No, he's
getting
not.
25.
Stop it. No, stop. He makes 29 right now. He's gonna jump. Trey is gonna be 25 next year. I
Where
think
you at?
Herb will gonna be like.
Hold
You
up.
can pull it up.
It's right here.
Herb gonna be like. DeJounte do not make 25 next year. Look at 2025.
What did it say?
What do you see DeJounte man? I can't even see that.
Yeah, what did it say?
DeJounte gonna make 25 next year?
But now you got he said you can't see now, huh?
31.5.
Nah, 31.5. Thank you. All right, the next one.
That's the
I'm
cap
using
hit.
my phone, so that's what I'm saying. He gonna make 31.5. That's what I'm saying. I estimated the 32. That's 31.5. That's more than 29.
Okay.
Trey's gonna make 25.
It's
Trey's gonna make 25.
escalates. Yeah, it
Okay.
escalates. They
Yes.
say it goes up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We should have we should have lose these next 2 games at least to the Jazz.
We have to decrease cap space
That's
because
B.I.
Zion gonna make what?
B.I.
Zion
coming
gonna
off the
make
book.
42.
B.I.
Bi's coming off the book, but Bi's coming off the books, but Trey is jumping up 20 million. He only makes 5 million now. He's gonna make more next year.
How much B.I. make
We
this year?
not. He made 36 this year.
Okay.
A couple
And Trey
hundred
gonna make
thousand
how
up under. Huh?
And Trey gonna make how much next year?
25.
Okay. In a better fit.
You're not getting what I'm saying. We have to decrease because we're gonna be over. We're gonna be over the luxury next year again, and we're gonna be the second apron team again. So we have to draft rookies
The team
just
is
to
not a
fit
second
in our
apron
roster.
team this year. They're first apron. They on the first apron. They're not in the second apron.
How did this? Show them, Big Q. Show them, Big Q. We're a second apron team. Show him.
Somebody
Show
get
him my total.
Chad
Show him
GBT.
my total table. What does that total cap say?
185.4 plus.
All right.
Total cap out.
So
But that you're not factoring BI coming
that's
off
a sack.
the second apron don't hit until the end of
No,
the
no, no,
season.
no.
Well,
The second
is he
apron
coming
don't hit
off
to
the
the end of
books
the
though?
season. BI coming off the books. That's what I'm saying.
And so and he comes off the end. He comes off the books, and we're still. So when BI comes off the books, we're still going to be a second apron team, and we won't have that many people on our team.
My
We don't
question
even
is,
have enough people on our team.
okay, so if the
You got to think
Pels
about
second
the
apron team,
17 players we
did
do have.
did they receive money or did they pay a luxury tax this past season?
Well, this year where we standing at right now in luxury tax, we're at 176 in luxury. So that's
Right.
and we're up under 5 million. Hold on, hear me out. We're up under 5 million, so it's $1.50 for each dollar that we have. So you
What I'm
multiply
saying
$1.50 times
is going into the
3.7
season
million.
after last season when they
Mm-hmm.
right after they traded Kyra Lewis and they got under the luxury,
Mm-hmm.
did they receive money from the NBA or did they have to pay the luxury tax?
I don't know. What did somebody Big Q? You know the answer? Because we
They
did pick up
received
DeJounte.
they received money. They didn't pay a luxury tax last year. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
it's gonna be by the time they calculate the luxury, they'll be under the tax because BI be off the books and they're gonna it's like a 1.7 or 2 million that they have to trade away to get under the luxury under the first apron too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gail
That
Benson
tells.
is
All
not
right. See,
spending no luxury. She is not spending no luxury tax. Trust me, she is not.
well, you just taught me something new. You just taught me something new because I ain't know about that. I ain't think about that. But
She
that
is
tells me
not
also that
spending
BI about to get
not
traded
paying no luxury.
during the trade deadline. I mean, y'all
It
think that's possible that BI get traded during the trade deadline because of
I
that?
told
That
you
she
they
ain't gonna
trying to
spend the
trade
money.
for
Yeah,
Zach
it
Levine.
need to be done.
Nah, that
Well, Zach
what
Levine gonna hurt us. It's gonna hurt it even worse.
I'm gonna
They
tell
getting
Zach
y'all
rid of
what
Levine
Zach.
making
They getting rid
44
of
million.
TJ, and I don't know why TJ's still playing though. I think he might not
I'm
even
gonna
get
tell
traded.
y'all what
Actually,
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what
Who
they
gonna take CJ? Who gonna take CJ, bro?
Orlando will
Help me
take
out.
Yeah, a lot of teams would
Orlando.
take
No,
CJ.
see, no, Sam,
a lot
no,
of people saying
Orlando,
Orlando. A lot of
Orlando
people
Orlando.
will take
saying
CJ.
Orlando.
Once
Orlando
again,
They already got
Orlando signed.
it
They
don't
already
matter.
got Kentavious Caldwell Pope,
It
and
don't
guess
matter.
what? Orlando's going to be they're going to be one of the highest cap teams in the NBA next year. In fact, they're going to be fourth because they have already signed their extension to
But
Franz Wagner. They
CJ's
already.
last year's next year, so it's an
You got to start cutting me off because
contract.
I'm breaking it down to you, bro. Everybody on Orlando got their extensions this year, the last summer, right? And their extensions kick in next year. All their extensions kick in next year.
That's
You can
even more
pull up a
reason to
window
start
right now.
trading.
What I don't understand what you're
They're
saying.
not gonna trade for
Yes,
They're not gonna
yes,
trade for
they are,
CJ McCollum.
man.
We've
Yes, they
already
should.
tried this.
Okay,
This
look,
summer we was talking about that.
I actually let me.
Once they started standing their players,
Okay,
Wendell Carter's, when they start sending Jonathan Isaac, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, all these guys got extensions.
Isaac's already been extended. He was already paid
That's what I'm
before.
saying. You're getting lost in what I'm telling you. This summer we was talking about CJ McCollum going down there. We was talking about this summer. We didn't trade him down there. They started extending their players.
But you know
Jonathan
how this
Isaac,
works.
Wendell
They was
Carter.
talking about
mean
trading
nothing,
DeJounte Murray, and then it didn't happen. But then it happened.
man.
The
It's just
Hawks are
about
different.
keep
The Hawks are
working
way
the
different.
deal. They keep working
The
the deal.
the the
The
the the,
Hawks are way different, bro.
the
The Hawks don't
Orlando
think like Orlando.
the Orlando
They're not
Magic
gonna do
are
that.
one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA, and they have one
Hey,
of the
that's why they
Right.
got Kentavious
listen.
Caldwell
Let me
Pope.
No, they're
That's
finish.
why
still
Nah,
Let
he
me
ain't
they're
no
finish.
still the
he
worst
ain't no
team.
Let
score,
me
no shit.
finish.
that's why they went and got Jet Howard. That's why they went and drafted the player that from they got the kid from Colorado.
Man, none of these
That's why they did that.
none of these people you talking about are hitting three. They on the team right now, and they're one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA.
No, 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 no.
I'm in
They
the
are
Central.
still. They can't hit shoot. They
Oh,
can't
and
hit shoot. They
I gotta
can't.
think Mo and Franz are out too, and they were a crucial part of the.
No,
They
they
not
wasn't hitting
shooters though.
threes.
They not shooters.
They're not
The
nobody.
kid from Colorado and Jet Howard
No,
hit
they
three.
not. That's why they lost that
Okay.
playoff series like they did last year.
Because they didn't have no
I'm
shooters.
talking about this year.
That's what we
They
talking.
This
That's
year.
what I'm
still
talking
don't
about.
have no
But it's
shooters.
basically the same
They
They
don't
similar
have
can't
no
team.
shoot.
shooters.
They still
They
don't have no.
are. They can't shoot. They
It's a
can't
similar
shoot.
team too,
They
though.
can't. Still to
Last
not
year.
right now. They can't shoot.
What
But they
I mean, what
drafted players
the
for
talk?
that.
Who?
This
Like
is the
who?
talk. This is the talk. This is what's been
Jay
going on.
Howard.
I'm actually in
What's
Central.
that kid name from Colorado?
I'm actually in Central Florida. They
Oh,
talking about
Black.
CJ for Jonathan Isaac. That's the trade right
not
now.
Black. Not Black. The kid from
My
Colorado.
Cole Anthony?
No, not Cole Anthony. He's tall kid.
You
Oh, you
talking
talking
about
about
He
the
a
Silver?
power
Kristen the
forward.
Sylvia?
The Silver.
The Silver.
Yeah.
The Silver is a shooter. This is why they keep on
Man.
drafting
He's
shooters.
not.
And they also,
He's
mind
not a
you,
Yeah,
shooter.
but
they got Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
He's not a shooter,
That's
man.
30. That he's 25. He only makes 25 million.
No, man.
We had a chance to get CJ down there.
No, man. They want CJ right now. I'm in Central Florida. They've been talking
right.
about Jonathan Isaac for CJ
They
McCollum for the
still trying to
last
work a
couple of
move.
You
weeks.
know what?
They want.
I ain't holding
They
on
don't
to
have no
him.
shooters.
They can
They
have him.
don't have no shoot. They don't
They
have
can
no
have him.
shooters in Orlando, man. That's their
They
problem.
can
They don't
have him.
have shooters on the floor. They got a big team.
They can
They
have
got everybody. Every
him.
position in every position is a big. Every player that starts, they like abnormally long in every position. So
They
they
can have him.
CJ could fit perfectly on that team because he's live.
He can.
They can make up for the
We said this
defense,
over the summer. We
and that's
said
what.
the same thing over the summer.
And they talking
They
about
can
Jonathan
have him.
Isaac. They talking about Jonathan Isaac coming back in
So
return.
you saying so when I asked the question of what's the team that'll take CJ McCollum at the age of 33, making 33, you're
I said
saying
the
Orlando will be
Magic.
that team?
Yeah,
Go ahead. You can have him. Deal. Let's see if it happens.
Okay, who do the Pelicans get back though?
Jonathan Isaac.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Nah, he can't be traded until next March, man. I mean, till March because he signed the contract after the.
Okay. I
So
thought
it's Jonathan
January
Isaac.
15th, 100%. I thought January 15th, 100% of the NBA was free.
No,
100% of the players was free.
no, incorrect.
When did Wendell sign?
He's not eligible to be traded until March. Jonathan Isaac
When did
is
he resign?
this past summer, right before the season, right
Just January
right before
15th, bro.
right before Trey signed.
90 days. 90
So they
days is January
ain't want to
15th.
argue. I'm just telling you, he's not eligible to be traded until March. I want to say March 6th.
90 days. 90 days is
That's
January
not
15th.
that's not his not him. No, not him.
That's
He's
not
not.
that's nobody then. You talking to somebody who know the CBA down to the T, bro.
Well,
You hear what I'm telling you?
You incorrect on this.
100%. 100% of the NBA is eligible to be traded in January 15th. Wendell Carter can come
You
right now.
incorrect. That's incorrect.
Okay, you won.
That's incorrect
What
statement.
does Wendell Carter look like right now?
He's not doing well.
Okay,
He's not doing what I thought he was going to do.
I mean, do the Pelicans really want him?
No, he's not. He's not. He's
I'm
not.
just asking because the thing is, it's like, look, I mean, it's not like, because you got to, this is a process here. You got to get in Willie Green's good graces, build trust. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through hoops when you come here. So I don't know if getting Wendell Carter, I don't think he's going to be the answer. Not at this juncture.
Yeah, it don't solve anything. As far as what, he won't.
But Jonathan Isaac does.
I mean, Jonathan Isaac is somewhat the same as Eves but Jonathan can shoot though. He can
What?
score.
Oh,
Yeah, he about the same as Eves.
Bro, what you talking about, man?
He about the what? He about the same as who?
Bro, what you talking
Eves,
about?
rim protector, but and
Not
freak
the,
athlete.
but nah, bro.
Jonathan Isaac is a lockdown defender.
But he can get on that
Jonathan
perimeter
Isaac
though, right?
So with the
Yeah, he
Pelicans,
can shoot.
how
He's a
tall is
stretch
he?
five.
He's not 7 foot, is he?
Jonathan,
Yeah.
yeah, he's 7 foot.
Yeah.
6'11", 7 foot.
He's a footer.
He used to play small
He's a
forward.
stretch five.
Yeah, he used to play small forward. He long. He can move. He can lock down perimeter players. He can switch.
Yeah, he a
And he can
legit
shoot
stretch five.
threes.
He a legit stretch
Yeah.
five standing next to Z. He can,
Okay.
Z a bang a little bit for
Yeah,
him.
that lineup will go crazy.
Like,
That'd be
you
a
may
perfect
want to
fit.
just, leave Wendell Carter alone and focus on Jonathan Isaacs in
well,
that case.
my whole thing with the Wendell Carter is Wendell can shoot too, and Wendell he can shut down the paint as well, right?
Nah,
Wendell is very strong. But listen to this though. My whole
he ain't no
point of
rim
all
protector.
of it is we got Wemby and Sengun and Lively and our own division, and then you got Edie, and that's what it comes down to. That's what factor in why I say Wendell over Jonathan Isaac, because those guys will bang on Jonathan Isaac compared to Wendell. He ain't having none of that,
So
and that's what I factor
like
all that.
Jonathan pretty
Wendell,
physical, bro.
even though Wendell is not really doing
He
that
did with
great, like
Zion.
how tall is Wendell?
Well, Wendell, the
Is
reason
he
why
he's
Wendell's not playing
6'9",
well. The reason why Wendell's not playing well is because he's only playing 24 minutes. But nobody on Orlando played the whole 32 to 36 or nothing like that. They're like a 50% team. The bench gonna get their minutes, and then the starters get their minutes too. And then some games they might not even play because the whole 15-man roster played. You're gonna put those guys in and everything. So they alternate days on who playing or not. And then Gogo is playing so well that Wendell is getting outplayed by Gogo because Gogo going off right now. We
Yeah,
had problems against Gogo
he
when we
has
played.
been playing well.
Man, Wendell
That's what's
Carter.
going on with Wendell Carter.
Wendell Carter averaging 8 points and 7 boards. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, but how many minutes?
It
How
don't
many
matter.
minutes though?
Z played 23.
They do.
How many minutes Z played, Lex?
I
They
mean,
do.
22, 34 tonight, and he had 24.
And then, well, bro, you
Plus,
also
he
factor in.
injury risk. He always hurt too. That's another thing I don't like about
Yeah,
him.
Wendell
yeah,
Carter.
I mean,
yeah, Wendell.
He always
He
there's
hurt.
some
always hurt.
question marks with Isaac and Wendell, but I don't know. I don't know about Wendell. That's why I was asking, how he was
Man,
doing.
when he's healthy, I mean, when he was with Chicago, man, when he was healthy, he could play.
Oh,
But
Chicago
He got
was
a
a long
bag, bro.
time ago,
You
though.
can't give a. I mean,
We gotta
the money
focus on
don't
Well,
the
match
he
up,
had a
right?
bag at Orlando. He
The
had a
money
really
don't
good
match.
year with
The money
Orlando
don't
last
match
year.
up with Wendell Carter though. If you trade CJ, the
Yes, it
money
do.
don't match up. The
Oh
money
yeah, that's true.
The money match up with
That's
Jonathan
true.
Isaac. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
It don't even match up with Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah,
It don't even match up with Jonathan Isaac.
Yes, it
now.
Yeah,
If
do.
there was
Jonathan
maybe
making
a team trade
Jonathan makes Jonathan makes 25. What's called makes 33. Where does that match up at? Who
They
can
gotta
we
give.
add
They gotta
to?
get. They gonna get one more player. That's the
Who
way
who
it match
who
up.
who
Gary
who?
Harris. They got Cole Anthony. They got just throw in players that
they're gonna get
No
a
no no no
coach.
no no no.
those contract
No, I'm talking
fillers.
about who
Those are.
who do?
Huh?
Okay, yeah.
I said
Cole
Gary
Anthony.
Harris,
Gary.
Cole Anthony.
Okay,
They have contracts that could fill in the void.
okay.
And
We're gonna take on
picks.
them contracts.
Yeah,
We're gonna
I
take
mean
on them.
it's for
How
1
many
year.
years?
Gary Harris is
How,
expiring
how,
contract,
okay.
and
Deal.
they
Deal.
get picked. They already been talking about it.
Deal.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. This ain't. I'm not making this up. I'm going off
And
with the
Deal.
rest.
the Wendell Carter rumor been out there for a while, man. I mean,
Yeah, he cool.
my boy DC been pushing the Jonathan Isaac thing. He likes Jonathan Isaac's versatility for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they fit.
For
He
what he
fits
does.
he fits next to Z. You need a
Yeah,
stretch five.
yeah,
A
he a
mobile
guy that
stretch
can.
five who can switch
If
out on
it's a
ball
3-team
screens.
trade, which would be nice, bring over a shooter too.
I don't know how they
Hold
gonna
up.
do
What
it.
y'all think about Hulk, man? What's going on? What y'all think about Hulk?
Wrong system.
He needs.
Straight up.
Wrong system.
Mm-hmm.
It's
needs
the
to get
system that got him
stronger.
this.
How
The
come
system got him. Hold up. The system got him giving the ball away to Dallas for that game.
Oh, he never could dribble, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you're
don't
a
like the
guard.
fact
He
that
never
they
could
have
dribble,
him
bro.
at the top.
You're a
I
guard.
don't
You can't say
understand
you
why
can't
they have
dribble,
him handling the
He's a
rock.
swing man.
Because
Not all guards are.
But you can't run you cannot not be able to dribble the ball as a guard. You can't not be able to do
Not
that.
all guards are.
he's a straight up shooter.
Not all guards.
Position shooter.
Yeah, not all guards are.
I mean, but then again, what system we talking?
Shooters that are like that.
You ain't got no
Well,
system.
he needs.
What system? What system we talking about? You ain't got a system.
And they don't really
See,
have
the
him coming
NBA
off
They ain't got no
and
system.
stuff.
They ain't got no damn system.
So the
man.
5-man. So the 5, you're right. That's it. When we supposed to be like whatever we do. Do we do 5 out more than anything? Whatever. You can't just stick that man in the corner, or you can't just put the ball in his hand and say you're a guard.
And they put him
Facilitate
on
whatever.
You got to have some type
They
of
gonna bum
organization.
rush him.
Hawk is a swing man.
I mean,
Hawk, that's what Hawk does.
But the game
We
plan
look
was
at Ray
to put
Allen and stuff like that. That's what Hawk does.
shooters like Trey
Don't
and
mean no Ray
Hawkins
Allen.
together around
Don't
Zion.
do
That
Ray
was the
Allen
point.
like that. Don't do Ray Allen like that. Ray Allen was way more than just a.
I'm not calling. I'm not. Listen, I'm not calling. I'm not saying Ray Allen can't dribble. I'm saying Ray Allen was in the system of a swing man and everything. But and then also Rip Hamilton. Rip Hamilton. You know what? You're right. Rip Hamilton. How about that? You take Rip Hamilton.
Nah, he was you downgrading these boys. Rip Hamilton and Ray Allen.
As far as the size, yes, but
Were they not swing men? Were they not swing men?
They can handle the ball.
Did they have to come off the screen and all that stuff? I never said they couldn't handle the ball. But were they not swing men though?
That's all I'm saying.
We don't.
It's still
how many times do we say
Hawkins, man?
How many times do we do how many times do we do it?
It's still
Do we
early
do a
for
flare
Hawkins, man.
screen?
I ain't ready to kind of put a declaration on Hawk. I've seen improvement from Hawk
he's
like
had
before.
a lot of breakage in his playing time as well.
All right, and the thing too, he showed you enough. You see the guy know how to shoot the ball. The guy's moving. He's a lot more active defensively this year than what we've seen in the past.
Shots and things.
So I mean, then his minutes are up and down depending on what Willie doing. There's no Willie Green doesn't have much of a consistent bench that includes these guys. And then he had a little issue with injuries.
Tonight, did he?
No, he was out.
He
was out. Yves and him, he was out.
Yeah, I mean, his minutes have been kind of just up and down.
Not this year.
I mean, it's for somebody like him, man, when it's like that breaks a lot of rhythm. Now, one thing I will say is that, when they bum rush him, I'm gonna need his triple threat to be stronger than that. Dog, you got
that's what I'm saying.
You got to grip that sucker, man. Come on. High guard, swing through. You know what I'm saying? Create space. Like, he's got to work on his triple threat. His triple threat is not where it needs to be. And then he's got to see where guys are coming and be strong with the ball. Don't be all skittish.
He's embarrassing when he handles the ball. That's how I look at it.
But they bum rush him. That's what they're doing. And it's like, and they're making him panic.
Exactly.
He's
run
not
him off. Well, that's to run him off the 3-point line too. They know who he is.
Y'all remember? Hold on. Did y'all watch Summer League?
Run him off.
Did y'all watch Summer League?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, we saw Summer League.
We watched Summer League every game.
You saw how terrible he was when handling the ball.
But one thing I will say, they didn't have him in the right position either.
They was
real tall.
But I think they was giving him an opportunity to show himself. If he couldn't handle the ball against those guys, how's he gonna be able to handle the ball against the real NBA players? He couldn't handle the ball against the summer league guys. These are college guys and overseas guys, undrafted guys. So he should be able to handle the ball at the least in that situation. He couldn't do it. That's a huge fact, because you can't. Okay, a good team's gonna take away your best trait as a player. So expect that. You supposed to expect they're gonna be riding, you're gonna be up in you, so you're not gonna get clean looks. Same thing with Trey. That's how Trey had to advance his game. He had to work on, let me get close out, let me rip and go. And like you said, Lex, he can't even, his triple threat is so weak, they touch him and the ball flying out, going out the way. You can't do nothing with that. And then on the defensive end, he's lost.
Well, that's what they were focused on in summer league.
Well, I mean, he did.
Handles weren't
I've
there,
seen some
but
improvement.
they were more focused
than what I've seen last year.
He did not look good.
My
okay, and that's what the Pelicans were worried about. And after summer league, he really addressed his defense, and I think he ended up putting on some weight. Didn't he end up putting on some weight?
He got a little heavier. He was talking about him hitting the weight room and all that kind of stuff.
Because that's the only way he's going to get playing time. And that's what the Pelicans told him. Like, dude, okay, look, your handles are suspect, but your defense is, buddy, we got a problem with that. And that's what that's what they were focused on.
Yeah, I
Hold
believe
on, y'all.
I believe that.
I don't see Orlando trade. I just thought about it. I don't see Orlando trading Jonathan Isaac because who's gonna stop? Who's gonna be able to guard Giannis? And then also don't
Jonathan
see
Isaac is going to guard Giannis.
he does do good well on Giannis. He does do well on Giannis. Why watch them games, bro?
Come
Bro.
on.
I have doggone league pass. I use and also hold on, hear me out. I use it for
You don't, but
I got
he's about the size of Chet Holmgren.
he gives Giannis problems. The Bucks always have struggle against Orlando. That's they one.
But
That's they one, bro.
The whole team is long.
But hear me, you cut me off. You be cutting me off, and you don't even let me finish.
But
like
you talking this whole time, bro. You talking this whole time.
Okay.
You been talking this whole time.
Let me get a few more people in here, fam. We did a discussion. Don, I know Don wants to say something, brother Don, and Diesel as well after Don points because we're getting almost up to 12 my time. But brother Don, are you there, man? We haven't heard a lot from you tonight, brother. What you want to chime in?
What's up, fam? Yeah,
how you doing, sir?
I'm just sitting there, just listening and stuff like that. Just hearing, just getting some knowledge. I see, man, y'all got some knowledge on them.
Yeah, brother Neo remind me of Kendrick Perkins.
What? Oh shit.
He kind of not what Perkins be saying, but he got a wise man swag to him. But go ahead, brother Don. Then we got
Appreciate
Diesel.
that.
Oh, you got it, brother.
Hear me now? And y'all got that knowledge on that on the contract details and stuff like that. That's dope. I mean, we talking about all these scenarios and stuff like that. I mean, that's cool, to add something to the roster and all that. But like I always say, we really don't know what we got. You know what I'm saying? Until we can have somebody get here orchestrating it and having it organized. What I do know is we are a talented team. We are a talented team. I'm not gonna say it, act like we're not. With the right coach, dog, we would have blew this team out tonight. Much more. This dude Willie Green, and it was all talent. You know what I'm saying? That's how we win our games. Like it just be talent. And talent plus Zion leading the charge. If Zion's leading the charge, we can beat just about anybody. But at the same time, under certain circumstances, we need coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every game, you know what I'm saying?
Coaching
Most of the
does
games,
matter.
yeah, you need coaching, and like I said, that stuff shows, and shows in the playoffs. We never had Zion to play in the playoff game, and you can see it in the playoffs. Like every time, even when we have like solid games, like it's like we can't get over that next gear. You know what I'm saying? It's like we be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's just all players. Just going all out and showcasing their talent. But there's no coaching backing it up. There's no coaching at all supporting it. So like to me, like I always say, I reiterate it, but I mean shit. My tone ain't gonna change because it ain't been no change with the Pelicans. So I'm gonna just keep saying it, like, bro, we gotta get our foundation right, bro. And that's starting with the coaching. Not even to mention the hierarchy all fucked up, like Big Q be saying, but we gotta get this coaching right, dog. Like, so I'm still on that. Like, it's really sad to see us continue to put up with this shit. Like, it's sad. It's weird. Everything's weird. It's sad. Watching this team is depressing, energy consuming, for real, dog. So it's like,
but they're winning now, bro. So
make it mad, but big.
Okay, come on.
We winning, but
How many more games do we got to
don't
go
wanna
to get
fall-
to
we don't
500,
wanna-
Big Q?
don't
Come
wanna
on now.
fall- Don't
Don't
fall
be
victim.
delusional.
Don't want to fall victim. Don't want to fall victim into the wins. You know what I'm saying? We won last year, so we see what a winning team can do. But we also know the real ones know. Not the ones that's getting hype off of wins. You can see in between the wins.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like in life, sometimes stuff gonna happen. You can do bad stuff, and you can get something from it. You can rob banks and get something from it. But dog, in between that, when you know that shit, eventually it's gonna break because you ain't doing the right thing.
You all right,
You
bro?
know,
You all right, bro?
Somebody getting robbed?
Say, bro, you all right?
Um,
Don, you all right?
oh no, that ain't me. That ain't me.
no, Diesel. I think that came from him.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nah. Oh no,
My
oh, no,
bad.
they know Big Q. I ain't no Willie Green. You know what I'm talking about? But nah. Hey, but
That's a good one.
but
That's a
yeah,
good one. That's a good one.
but yeah, though, man. Like like even though, like I say, just because something
There
is
you
going
go.
on, don't mean it's sustainable. When you know it's flawed, you know what I'm saying? And this dude, he flawed. You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't give a damn. Like y'all seen it in today's game.
Man, he don't
Yeah.
I was
represent
I
New
was showing
Orleans.
my father the game. I said, Dad, look at this. I say, look how Zion comes in, and the game is very simple. Now, people that is not fans of the Pelicans, people that's watching the score of the Pelicans, they might say, "Oh, that coached a good game today." No, the hell he didn't. You see how Zion just running the score up for us? It's simple. It's real simple. He's very talented, but we're not playing him. When he's not in the game, the team can't sustain nothing against the Jazz. They had their starters out today and all the time. We can't sustain it because there's no, like Big Q say, there's no system. There's no standard. He can't, like Lexxah, he can't go off script. You dig what I'm saying? Like he can't do none of these things, dog. And it's sad. And we gotta keep talking about it over and over again because nothing's changing. We can't even evolve in conversation because we're not evolving as an organization.
Yeah,
We fantasizing. That's all we doing.
and
We
wishing.
hopeless right now. We fantasizing, man, because we gotta try to come up with some answers because the coach ain't coming up with no answers.
Hmm.
You know
And
what I'm
look,
saying?
when you come up with answers,
That's gangster.
he ain't
He
on here
fantasizing.
listening.
Yeah,
He
You know
ain't
what I'm
lying.
saying?
he
He
ain't got nothing.
fantasizing. Dog.
He ain't got nothing coming, man. It's sad, and it's like, bruh. So are we gonna? If we make the playoffs this year, do we fire Willie Green? I don't think so. If we make, how about this? If we make the play-in this year, do we fire Willie Green? I don't think they might. They might not.
But you see, the problem is, man,
And that's the
they've been so injured. These dudes been
yeah.
injured from the gate.
But I ain't gonna
Like
lie though.
with
I ain't gonna
Trey
lie.
Murphy got hurt before the season even started. That was
Yeah.
like death
But I
blow.
ain't
Like,
gonna lie though, bro.
oh man,
Zion can probably get him to the play-in if he stay healthy.
I think they can make the
But
play in.
that's how
Hey,
dominant he is. But that's what I'm saying. We in a effed up situation because that's not helping us, man. It's flawed because we dealing with flawed people. You know what I'm saying? And once you give them an excuse, you give them another excuse. Now it look like, you know what I'm saying, they not that bad. Well, nah, they
Right.
real bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad that we gotta man. These dudes ain't got no standards, man. They ain't got no winning standard, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
talk,
right. You said it right there. They don't have no winning standard. They
no
don't have no
winning
winning
standard,
mentality.
bro. Like
Winning
Willie Green get on my
mentality.
nerves, bro. He like, bro, like you talk, like you don't talk to everybody the same, bro. And I understand, yeah, you deal with players differently, but still, bro, like I see you fake getting on Kane at the end of the game, but you don't get on BI, you don't get on CJ. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
him,
I don't want to
man, he
see you
don't
do
say
that.
nothing to Bi,
Keep
dog.
throwing
What's
your
up with
motherfucking
that?
neck out like you a girl, like bro, your weak ass body language, bro. Like I don't want to see none of that, bro. You get on my nerves, bro. Like, bro, I don't like, bro, like, but it's like, can't even, and then it's like, damn, all right, he's the problem, but damn, we can't even blame him because
Right.
who's condoning the problem? Oh, ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my father today, I said, Dad, you know they selling tickets for $1. I said, man, get the hell out of here. They ain't selling no damn tickets for $1, man. And my father don't watch the team. He's like, man, what? It look like ain't nobody even in that damn arena. I said, yeah, they not, Dad.
Oh shit, they
He
said
said,
it for
you know what
$1.
I'm saying? Like, he don't even watch it, but this is what you see instantly once you see us. You see bullshit.
Like I gave up my season tickets this year. I was like, man, y'all got me. I'm straight. I
Man,
ain't spending
it's
that.
sad, it's frustrating, man.
No,
Like, dog,
indeed.
I don't know who we should get rid of. I don't know who we should keep. Well, only person I know we should keep is Zion. Fuck it, Zion. That's the only person I know.
Zion and Trey.
You know what I'm saying? If we want to talk about
DeJounte seems to be
right,
coming
and
alive.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Trey, DeJounte,
He's
and
been
Zion.
activated, and Yves
But
Messi has been playing well as
and that's just once, y'all. And that's just once. But how about if we go to needs? If we want to be real, they might need to trade Zion. We want to be real. We might need to sell the damn team. If we're gonna go real about the needs, because once is one thing, but the needs. Can we come to the reality of what it might need to be? To be honest, I want Zion to stay, but damn it, he might need change. You know, so we in a whole weird predicament, man. We're in a whole. We in a hole. Fuck, we're in a whole hole. You know what I'm saying? You know
That's very interesting.
And we ain't been given no rope to get out.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like great players, they can dig you out of holes, and that's what I think. That's what the Zion been failing the team by not being as great as he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
but a lot of times it ain't about coaching, man. Because look,
yeah, but no, I feel you, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, look, I'm a coach. Right now, I'm a coach. So
I'm a coach,
but it's
too.
like,
I coach for the
hey,
last
bro, it's like
20 years.
But it's a
so when you got players, like sometimes it's like, man, do what you do and move. I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially a cat like Zion, who was coached by Coach K, who one of the best coaches ever to coach. He told the organization the way you get Zion in shape is by playing. Like you were saying earlier, Lex. That's the type of guy he is. He's one of those guys that's not really a workout
are they
guy.
doing that?
But
look,
haven't been doing. But you look at this too.
They're not doing that.
Though, bro. Like a business. Hey, bro, a business is only gonna go as far as the CEO standard is for real, bro.
Yeah.
And the CEO right now is Gail Benson.
That's trash.
So yeah, bro, your employees gonna kind of be in a reflection of you, what you condoning, how your leadership is, the energy that you manifesting within your company. So the Pelicans is the company, Slim, and the ownership ain't leading, it ain't manifesting no good energy. So it's gonna feed off on you as well. Even though, bro, because put Zion somewhere, else. What are you gonna do? He gonna shoot through the roof.
He gonna kill.
So
now it's like, okay, what is it now? Once he leave, it ain't gonna be him no more.
There
It's gonna be
ain't
looking
gonna
at us.
there's gonna be shit.
But there's also, somebody he's a leader too. The CEO, the owner of the team is a leader. But
yeah, but
is for sure a leader. So if he approaches it a different way, I think people will follow him. They have to get in line.
Well, I feel like that's coming with time. That's coming with time, but
because he'll be able to go to the media and be like, man, hey man, I'm not feeling what they saying.
That's coming with time due to his age and maturing.
Missed that crap.
I feel you, but like I said, it's just yeah, it is big crap. Like, but it's coming with age. It's coming with time due to his age. But like I say, it's slow because of what's being led by the ownership.
Shit,
You know
horrible.
what I'm saying? What's being condoned? The bullshit that's being condoned. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, all the winning teams, bro, they had good CEOs, good management and stuff like that. Celtics and
Oklahoma City.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? OKC.
Minnesota
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
have an owner right now. Minnesota don't even have an owner right now. They in court trying to figure out who's gonna be the owner.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It's really about telling you the NBA NBA is different because it's a players league. So regardless before player empowerment, it's still was dictated by the players.
They're gonna do what they want to do.
They the ones on the court, and if they the faces on the court, their faces all on TV.
They're making money.
I got a question for you. Neo. So if you take an Ime Udoka and put him as coach of this team, on this team, you don't think that'll make a difference?
That's a big difference. That's a big difference. I can say that. That's a big difference.
I'm saying coaching doesn't make a difference.
It does make a difference.
That's not what I'm saying.
Because the thing is, okay, well, let me say this. You had KD and you had Kyrie and you had James Harden for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
But you had
man. That was horrible.
Had no experience, had no assistant
That was
coaching.
a bad
He
coaching
did not
decision.
coach. Okay,
Horrible.
because once he left, they started winning.
Man.
So even with stud players, okay, you got Kyrie, KD, and James Harden.
Man, come on, man.
Probably more of a stud of a big three than the Pelicans, right? And you don't have a suitable coach, a guy who can coach, who can put this team together, put these guys where they need to be at. That makes a difference.
But I think
You
that
have
that
to be
wasn't a
able to
good
place
I like
fit.
that. I like
That
that,
wasn't a
man.
good fit. I ain't even gonna. I mean, it's talent. That's a
Well,
lot
I'm
of
saying,
talent.
like, but
I know
if you
coaching.
put Popovich,
They win a championship. They win a
as
championship
the
automatically.
I
coach
don't think
for
Popovich not
Kyrie,
putting.
KD, and James
Shit.
Harden,
They win a
Popovich
championship
not
with that
putting
you know
that
what I'm
together
saying?
though. I
That's
don't
a
think he
huge
putting that team
difference from
together.
Steve Nash.
Shit.
I don't think
Like,
Popovich putting that
He's
team
crazy.
together.
Because they was being led. Who was condoning, who was leading them was condoning bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So
Steve Nash was gonna win you a championship, man. Get out of here. Hell no. That was Mike D'Antoni all over again. Hell
yeah.
no.
I understand what you're saying when you're talking about the players. I'm with that, but can you imagine
Yeah,
having
good coaching.
a stellar lineup, a
Yeah,
stellar
good
team
coaching. Oh
with
man.
a boatload of talent, and you add a quality coach?
I'm with you. I'm with
You
you.
see what I'm saying? That makes your team that much more dangerous because you have a mastermind off the court as well as masterminds
Right, bro.
on.
Bro, it's like the coach is the engine for real, bro.
And the thing is, right now the Pelicans are one-sided
Oh
because
man.
look,
One
and I've
second.
said this
Yes.
before. What is the worst thing that Willie what's the one thing that Willie is the worst at?
It don't make adjustments.
It's the rotation.
Exactly.
Adjustments is horrible.
Everything.
Adjustments is horrible.
What is the playoffs
Everything.
about? What is the playoffs
Horrible. Terrible. They make no adjustments.
making adjustments?
They didn't make no adjustments in the playoffs. They got
Adjustment.
swept.
Make
Chess
adjustments.
moves.
That means you can only go so far with Willie Green.
Yeah, man.
He's not going to
Horrible.
take you far because he's an F. He gets an F.
He's an F. A big fat F.
And that's the
Like a
number
big
one
fat
thing.
F.
When you ask Hall of Famers, because it's strategy.
Strategy is horrible. No strategy at all. I agree with that. No strategy. He built this team over talent.
And the thing is, if you don't have that vision, if you're not reading the vibe of the game and all that stuff, then that's one thing that another team has over you that does have a coach and a quality, a floor general, okay? And you have talent around that floor general.
I don't disagree with you at all. I definitely don't disagree. But like I said, I'm just saying, at some point,
Some point on what?
players. I'm sorry.
They
have the players. They don't have the coaching.
He's getting it. He's
Don,
getting it though, brother.
Don, you got echo, bro, on your mic, bro.
You talking about me?
Yeah, you got echo.
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Bad echo,
Yeah,
bro.
so the special players they can be special regardless of who's around sometimes. And I think Zion in his history has kind of held the team back. I'm a Zion. I'm with Zion. You know what I'm saying? All the way.
Is that better?
He's unbelievable. Like the dude is a talent that nobody's ever seen before and that played basketball. Period.
Yes, sir.
But like
Is that better?
he has to. When you get $200 million, you're supposed to have.
Nah,
you're supposed to have
just
a chef day one.
mute, and when you get a chance to talk, Don, we'll let you talk. Bro. Just mute. It's real bad.
Look, from day
There you
one,
go.
he got $100-something million from Jordan or whatever. Then he had his rookie deal. Like from day one, dude should have had a chef, and I think that part the ownership and management should have been with him. Like, hey man, we gotta get you a chef out the gate from the beginning.
Right,
I
as a
get
kid,
yeah, I get it. I'm with you. But if you got goals and expectations to be great, and you know the light is shining on you, you got a responsibility to it's your body. You know what I'm saying? It's your career. You don't want to win championships. You're gonna be the leader, so you got to take some initiative. And I
Yeah.
think he hasn't done that up until this point, and that's what gave them room to kind of like get a team to BI when BI don't have no business having a team, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
but
to
also
say.
at the same time too, I feel like Zion is so unique in so many ways like even from his body, like I feel you when you say that. Okay, he should be accountable and
A little bit more
responsible and all that
responsible.
stuff. Be
Yeah.
responsible, but at the same time, in his circumstance with his body, not a lot of them youngins had to deal with that. Ant-Man
Yeah.
came in eating McDonald's, whatever he want, right?
Yeah,
So
and
what
they
if he
still
had
do.
Zion?
They've been talking
Right,
about
right.
that.
See what I'm saying? So he can do that and get away with it. So, but that don't mean that he's more disciplined and hardworking than Zion. You see him, or even more responsible than Zion. It's just,
Well, I ain't gonna. I
it's
mean, the
just,
dude is
it's
hard
just,
work. We
it's
can
just,
say that.
it's
We can
just
say
her. It's just his
we can say he's more
circumstance.
disciplined right
It's
now.
just, it's just his circumstance. It's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Is it that Zion's he's a unique guy. Like as far as his body, nobody ever replicated or anything. Like as far as with having his explosiveness and his body type. You know what I'm saying? So that came along with him early. Like damn, like you got to understand the size of your body. How many people got to deal with that going into the league? Not a lot of them, because a lot of them
And
small. You know
really,
what I'm saying?
Zion, he has the type of body because he does not have the standard NBA body.
Yeah.
So the way that he has to go about it, and I think
Yes.
Shaq and Barkley alluded to this, he literally has to stay in shape. You know how
Right.
some boxers
And,
they stay in shape, they stay in
right.
boxing shape, and then
And
you have other boxers who they start getting in shape when their match
mm-hmm.
is coming up.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather stayed in
Right.
shape.
Okay, so with Zion, he has to stay in shape
Yeah.
Yes.
the whole time.
Yep.
He can't have no off season.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the thing is that other players that do have the standard basketball bodies, they can get away being a
Yep.
little bit out of shape. But with
Mm-hmm.
Zion, his body is so unique. Like, dude, you have to stay disciplined the whole time.
Yes.
And we look. Just think about ourselves. All right, I'm not gonna eat no candy, no sugar. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Lie.
I ain't go. I'm gonna go the whole year with no sugar. You know what I'm
Shoot.
saying? How many of us are doing that? Be like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go the whole year. I'm
yeah,
not
they
gonna
paying me
eat no
40
more
million a
burgers.
year. You damn right. That sugar getting the hell up out of my house.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the difference
I
right
mean,
there.
well,
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
They
saying.
paying
That's
me
the
Yeah,
part
$40
right there.
million a
but
year,
but
Lex.
nah,
Okay. I mean,
it's
but
still
I'm
not
just.
that it's still
I
not
mean,
that easy as a kid to give away give up a habit that was done your whole life.
All right.
especially if you coming
Man, hey,
from
Bro,
his
if
It's
no.
listen.
not that
I
it's
mean,
not
look,
that simple.
look,
The
you
mind
have
doesn't even
50 mil,
the psychology
Yeah.
doesn't even work like that. You're not giving up
50
something like that.
mil,
You've been doing it day to day in your life, bro. You've been doing it
okay.
since you were a kid.
So
You're not giving it up that
year
simple.
round,
but
you
that's the
giving
difference
up
between
sugar and stuff.
I,
You're
I
not gonna like just
But
put
y'all never
glucose
been in his
on your
position to
tongue.
do
but that's
that.
the difference between
I'm gonna
look
find
people
hey,
and
hey, listen.
professionals.
I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm gonna find a substitute that ain't as harmful as that shit.
Look,
I'm gonna just be
Okay,
honest with you.
but that's the thing.
I can afford
Hey,
a staff. I can
because
have
and,
a
hey,
coach,
and
I've
then
heard
Big Q,
Rondo
a
Big
talk
Q.
trainer.
about
Hey, Big Q,
I got I
I've
you
got
heard
might not enter
Rondo
the
talk
league at
about it,
18 like
man.
Zion was able to do
I'm
They
because of
saying
his gifts.
I'm saying
basketball
Still,
players. If you
my
listen to them,
talents got me
they
here.
talk.
But you
They
might be
guys
25 or
other than
24.
Zion who making millions, right?
you're a
And they
professional.
talk about these guys talk about, man, I had like three, 4 Big Macs. You know what I'm saying? You hear about guys talking about that. And I think it's funny because a lot of people still want to clown Zion on his eating habits. I'm like, dog, all these NBA players they be throwing down on burgers and
Man, it's
fries and candy.
Lexa,
You see them on the
it's
bench.
everything
You
in
see them on the
proportion,
bench
man.
eating gummy bears
Mm-mm.
Everything in
and
proportion.
cookies.
Yeah. I mean,
And
Everything in
look,
and
proportion.
and,
I'm
and
the
guess what?
professional.
See a guy
man,
like
guys
even
because
Shaquille.
Okay, hold on. We got a
I'm
terrible hum again. What's going on with this damn hum? Who's got a hum on their mic?
Is it mine?
No,
no,
it
it's
went
not
away.
yours.
Okay.
It's like it's some wind or something.
Somebody got a
Oh,
hum on their stuff.
Or
when?
Nah,
somebody
that
rubbing up.
ain't you because you talking. It went away. Don, I know Don's muted. Stacy's muted. So I don't know. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Yeah, nah.
Go
So I
ahead,
was
bro.
saying, like even like Shaq, right? Shaq didn't have to explode off the ground and guard the perimeter and all that stuff like that. So he didn't, even though because some people might
You
use
know
him in
he ate burgers.
an example like, okay, look
Shaq
at
was a terrible shape. That ain't no Shaq was a had bad habits, man.
Right.
yeah,
Kobe wanted to
you know what
kill
I'm
him.
saying? But at the same
And
time, see he can do that because he didn't have to take somebody off the dribble and stuff like that from the
he wasn't
top, from the
guard.
perimeter all the way down into the
That's
paint.
a
But his
different.
body broke down from his bad habits though, because
Right. I
that's what
mean,
happened. That's what happened to him.
right. No, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, as far as early in the career, you know what I'm saying? Z got to do all this stuff early in the career. You know what I'm saying? He's young, and this is the stuff that all these young guys are doing. They're
Shaq
eating
was
Skittles.
skinny early in his career though.
Yeah.
Shaq was skinny. He really was.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but probably because he's a lot taller too, so his body probably took a little bit
Yeah.
more time to
He was just
spread out.
Not a whole lot with his I don't know, because man, Shaq was explosive to be a
man.
7 foot.
Shaq was super
Man,
explosive, man.
that
Shaq
dude
was the
ran
man in Orlando. Shaq for the Lakers, Orlando, he was very good.
Yeah, he was moving. But yeah,
Hey,
Shaq.
once he got to LA, he weighed all them damn burgers, and that was it. I was like, oh hell, no, he's 400 pounds. I said, no, indeed, no in the world. Bad, like I don't know what. I'm like,
But
no wonder
yeah,
Kobe could get mad at you. I said, you keep giving the game out of shape.
Lala
Hell no.
Lala makes a good point. It is all about portions and
Yeah,
stuff. But you
But
can't go crazy because obviously athletes eat differently than average people. People who
yeah.
don't are not, because the calorie intake, all that stuff. I mean, I don't know the specifics and everything, but it is totally different. Totally different. So
I think he just lacked professionalism, and he lacked being responsible.
Yeah.
Responsible adult. Period.
You
Point
got to
blank.
have somebody him that know
Yeah.
what man.
That's
You got with his weight. This is that. He got to
he.
be. He got to
But
stay
he didn't.
active every day.
He didn't come
That's
in. He didn't come in. He
Yeah,
wasn't.
man.
He got drafted. He wasn't big. Like he was in shape. He was ripped. You could see his muscle tones. Everything.
Yeah.
He just came in. And he wasn't responsible, man. You
that's what I
gotta
see,
be.
man.
It's
They got
facts.
to grow up, man. They got to grow up to be a man. That's right.
But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
blame that on the organization for not being there to be like, hey man,
That too. Hey, he need that
you
treatment
are a
that Charles
franchise
Barkley got.
player, so we need you to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you in
They
position
didn't
to
do
do
that.
this. Whatever you need,
you know
this
what
that.
though? You know what's missing a lot though? One thing that
Say,
Barkley
hey,
says all
Neil,
the
say after you finish talking, bro, say carry on.
time. Yeah, so funny.
Carry
Big
on.
Big Perk
But
be in the AAU circuit down here with me. I be seeing that, man. His son be
He's
playing.
from Beaumont, Texas.
Mhm.
Yeah, right over the border of Louisiana.
Yeah,
Go
Big
ahead, Lex.
Florida, man.
but
He in Florida
yeah,
too.
Barkley always talks about this. But
Moses
when he
Malone.
first came into the league, he had Moses Malone.
That's
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's correct. Yes,
he
that's
had a
right.
And
vet.
that's one thing that's
Yes,
missing from the league. You're having like the
vets.
league is getting
Oh,
younger.
he's that guys.
Okay,
No hitting
the
room.
league is getting younger compared to when it 90s, early 2000s, where you had like legitimate
Right?
veterans. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's correct.
You had men
They need
Yeah.
teaching
more.
these young
They got
guys
more
or
teams.
coming
They got
in
to
because the
expand.
thing is, it wasn't just about coming to the
Young
league and playing
talent.
basketball. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
they taught these guys how to be professional.
yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like, hey, young
This
fella,
is a
hey,
fact.
you don't want to do that. Here, let me
You see,
show you a couple of things. You
you
know what I'm
see who
saying?
they brought in
Like
though.
you
But they
need
try, but
you
they
you
did.
Who they
need
brought
that.
in? Who was Garrett Temple was supposed to be his
Gary
vet,
Temple. Yeah,
Oh,
that wasn't good.
Garrett
but we let
Temple
But
is
he
not.
Oh my
re-
God.
DeMarcus
franchise
he
players
had
Cousins,
not listening to him.
DeMarcus
Man.
Cousins and Rajon Rondo said that look, the vets that and this was before DeJounte got there. They even said this like CJ ain't it,
Nah,
and
No,
Hell
Garrett
no.
no.
Temple,
he not gonna
he's
ball.
not it either.
He
This is
probably
what they said. They're like,
Dejounte
you
gonna
gotta
ball.
have the right vet, to connect with your star player.
I
And
think
the
Yep.
thing,
Dejounte that.
the league actually went on a
Uh,
rampage where they
I have
didn't
somebody that's been
want
through some
those
shit a little bit
vets
too.
Hold on,
because
we
it
got a
wasn't just
we should
about
have kept
being
Scoop.
professional, but
Should
these
have kept
vets were
Scoop.
putting these players up on game as far as contracts.
Yeah.
They were educating them on the business side of things, and I feel like the league kind of came in because why do you not see them?
Because
You
they
don't
don't
you don't
pay
see
him.
them on the bench anymore.
They don't want to pay him.
They won't
They
pay
You know
him,
what I'm
man.
saying?
They don't
But
want to pay him.
and that's an opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Exactly.
opportunity cost. And really, the league should have that. Like, if you really care about your investment, you should have legitimate vets to help these young stars. Because the thing is, you can clearly see, even with Ja, like
Yeah,
Zion,
that's another
the
one.
only one
Yeah.
you see around the league.
Yeah.
A lot
You
of
see it
guys.
and it was before them. Like, you're seeing a trend with these young guys. These guys
DeAndre
are
Ayton.
young.
Yeah, that's
DeAndre
another
Ayton.
one. Yeah, yeah,
When he
man.
came in the
You know,
league, he
you
needed a vet.
need constant, like, even when Jalil Okafor, when he
Oh,
was
that's Dewey. I remember
drafted
him.
by
Oh
the 76ers,
man.
do you know the NBA stepped in and they basically said, they told the 76ers organization, you need to get that young fella some bodyguards. You need to have someone with him to be a role model. That's
Yeah,
what they said to him. I remember when they talked about that,
that's
because
crazy.
he was having problems transitioning. Like, that stuff is needed because these guys are getting younger. They're exposed to a lot of money, and
Yeah,
they're
a lot of money.
exposed to everything.
What
Yeah.
Everything they
what
want and
happened
everything
is
that they don't want
I'm gonna tell
and
you
everything that they desire.
so
They
the
need
league
that. They need those role models, man,
Big
the
room.
because
league
they don't
what
have them.
happened is that like basketball grew a lot in the last 10 to 15 years. Like, a lot of players skill wise got so much better, right? But
Yeah.
what happened is they don't know how to apply the skill. So
Yeah.
skill is there, but they don't know how to apply it, and that's where the older heads come in with teaching
Yeah.
them how to do it. But what also happened is they don't have enough teams. They have to expand the league. So right now they got a limited amount of teams, so they're gonna go with all the talented players, not understanding that you boxing out the DeMarcus Cousins, these guys that
Yeah. Dwight Howard.
years, Dwight Howard, they still got years,
They got good years, man.
Well, there's other reasons why he was
JaVale McGee still could be
gone.
playing in the
JaVale
league.
McGee, he'll be a good veteran right
That's what
now.
I'm saying. Like, these are
I'm like,
good
how you
guys.
kicking him out the door? You kicking him out the door? I said, he's a champion. He been there.
But
Rondo, Rondo ritired, but
but
man,
it's
I didn't
hard.
do it. It's crazy.
It's hard to put him on a team because, number one, you got to pay him. You gonna have to pay him
Yeah.
20 million,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna eat into your star players getting money.
That's
But
right.
what really they have to do, they have to expand the league. They need Seattle.
Seattle, that's right. I
And
remember that.
Vegas got to get a team.
I mean, well,
So the
expanding the
Pelicans can
team,
go to the East. The Pelicans need to be in the East,
I
and
remember
they
that.
need to
That
put
won't
two
save
teams.
him.
they still gotta have
That won't save him, bro.
vets, though.
Oh,
I
no, I ain't
mean,
saying save them, but I'm saying
expanding doesn't necessarily
it's an
mean that
easier
you're.
travel schedule for them. They ain't got to be
Yeah.
going all the way over there all the
I
time.
don't.
That'll be happening in the near future, bro. I think that'll be
Yeah, I think
happening.
that's gonna happen.
But
All
yeah,
that's gonna
Lex, you
happen.
right though. Like, they don't have no vets. They don't have no
I mean, vets, bro, they put these young dudes in the room, and I'm like, wait a minute, they don't know what they're doing. I said, of course they're gonna vets in the room. You
But that's
need
what
the right vets in
that's
there.
And
that was the
not
ownership.
only
That's the
that,
ownership wanted.
the product, Neo,
Yeah.
the product will be
Yeah.
a whole lot better
Oh,
if
like
you
better, bro.
guys that know the game. You see how they
Oh
go
man,
chucking up threes,
Yeah.
man,
and
that ain't working.
there was a whole lot of IQ,
Yeah.
a whole lot of IQ, man.
You're right.
Man,
Like,
come on, man.
you're not seeing the skill and just the knowledge of the game,
Yeah,
just understanding situations.
But
Like I was talking about, triple threat.
yeah,
One thing that I've seen consistent in the league, how guys are getting out in transition,
yeah.
and you got the guy bring the ball down on a fast break.
don't want
I
to kick
know,
it out.
man.
Where the
They didn't
guys
want to
go?
kick it out. Like that's crazy. Like I mean, that's
One of the
crazy.
lanes on the wings. Where did they go?
Man, we
They
went to
go
the
to
paint,
the
man.
3-point line. Dog, go in and dunk the ball.
Thank you. That's what I'm doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
Like,
on, man.
why are you going out into the
Why are you
three?
passing the ball and get to the paint? I mean, it's
But
BS.
Like, it's
that's
like,
the
dog, like,
analytics.
you
But
messed up the whole
that's the
play.
so that's the
I'm
white
glad you said that.
white boys came in too.
Thank you. I'm glad, sir. I'm glad you said that. The analytics, the people there, they don't know what they're talking about at all,
That was
whatsoever.
that was a way for them to get back involved in
And
basketball. So at one point, we all seen it. At one point, white boys used to stand around and shoot Kyle Korvers, the JJ Reddicks.
I remember Kyle Korver was good, man.
That was their role. So, but now everybody. So they can't. They had to find a way because everybody, like I said, everybody's skill level increased. So they had to find a way to get back in the game, control this thing. So that's what they've got all these little nerdy white boys in the
that don't know squat.
That's talking about we got to get up 40, 43.
No.
Like
Get out of here.
Willie Green, how many threes he shot in his career? Talking about we want to shoot 43. Man,
No, I'm not shooting for it. No, hell no. No.
When your top two players are mid-range and end players, you shooting 43, man, get out of
here. Dude, if I got a mid-range shot, dude, I'm trying that every time, man.
These teams, they want to run, right? But it's like, dude, if you actually put defense on a lot of these teams, like
man,
you slow them all the way down.
That's why OKC
teams are dysfunctional. They don't know how to operate in a half-court set. I'm
that's
like,
why OKC is. That's why OKC
can
is
you
good,
guys?
though,
Can you
I
guys?
agree with that.
And that's why play calling the plays. Because Willie, he doesn't have the ability like call a timeout, set up a real play. And I'm not talking about them stupid handoffs. Dude, you need to draw up a play. You know what I'm saying?
Drive kick, drive kick, drive kick, drive kick, drive kick, drive kick, drive kick.
Man, look, I got a 6'6" guy on me, and I'm 6'10". I'm killing that every time in the post.
Have y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed how teams you have the more experienced teams? Do you see how they exploit mismatches?
I agree. San Antonio, they want to San Antonio one.
If Zion is on, if he has what is the bull, the young Colin Sexton on him, dog.
Oh yeah, man, come on now. Dude.
Hey, Lex.
Down to Zion.
Hey, Lex.
Thank you.
Let him go in on him. He can't guard him. That's a huge mismatch.
My thing is, I see a lot of CJ looking him off and all that.
Yeah, exactly. When
that's crazy.
This man pinned. You have a dude who is efficient.
I don't get it.
Highly efficient
that's
in that
crazy,
thing.
bro.
You need to get that ball.
Hey,
down.
Big Q, you're right on that. You're correct on that.
Hey, Lex.
And these are small things. This is small IQ, basic basketball. It's like, guys, go away from the play. You see a mismatch, exploit that bad boy.
Hey,
Lex, that's what the winning teams do. That's what the disciplined teams. You know what I'm saying? But OKC doesn't. OKC doesn't. They're not. They're not vets.
There you go.
Yeah, they well coached, but they
well coached, bro.
They number one player, SGA, is he's
that dog.
He's a professional. You know what I'm saying? So
that too also, yeah.
So it goes back to my point earlier. Like if sometimes I ain't gonna say it don't matter with the coach, but if your lead player on the court is gonna set the tone the right way, then everybody has to follow. If you notice, like since Z came back, how the team been playing, even when he's not on the court, how they playing? They moving the ball.
Move the ball, man.
They're in a better rhythm.
They picking up full court on D. You see Zion sitting down in the stands. Like these are like when you a leader, like when you that guy, you can motivate the rest of the team to do that kind of stuff.
Y'all don't like when we drive kick.
But when you missing, when you
that ain't gonna work.
Hour late to the
drive kick,
that ain't never gonna work.
It's not really consistent.
I understand what you're saying, but isn't this Zion's first suspension? Is this his first suspension?
Yeah,
because he's scared.
That we know of.
Yeah, because we got scary management though. You know they're
not scared. The thing is, I agree with you. But what I'm looking at is okay, if he's been late for practices, if he's been missing the plane for 6 seasons, why in God's name do you decide now to suspend him?
You should have been did that.
Well, I think his contract was guaranteed at that point at 5:00 that day, right? His contract, because he on this this contract where he got to prove it, and the money don't get guaranteed until such and such date or such and such weight requirements and all that. So his contract was guaranteed at 5 o'clock that day. So I think they was just sending them, I don't know, just trying to send him. But it's that Fugazi stuff though, man.
But he just got back. Find him. You know what I'm saying? Because look, did anybody know?
No, they
like
did.
before
He did
that
get
Zion
fined.
had been
He
late
lost money.
to practices?
No.
No, nope.
Did anybody know? And that's what I'm saying. They
Right.
wanted to bring up past stuff, but who let him get away with it?
But I think they was trying to, so they brought up
I
past
mean,
stuff
you know what I'm saying? Like,
to
why
justify
now?
suspension. So they were just saying that we have exhausted all
And who brought
all the
that
opportunities.
information out?
Stop the cap.
I'm just saying, man, I'm done with Griff. Man, he
Oh,
needs to
Griff's terrible.
because
Griff
the
is
thing
terrible.
is, I'm looking at the timing. I'm not saying not hold Zion accountable. Dog, you are 6 seasons too late. Go kick rocks. I'm not trying to hear you, man.
I don't know, man.
Look, the
I wouldn't
supporters
do it
are
that way.
already the supporters are already been deprived of seeing Zion play. It's hard to see this man play.
Yeah.
I want to see him play.
I
just want to see him
too.
play.
Me
so,
too.
As a supporter, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that.
Nah.
You are 6 seasons late trying to hold somebody accountable, and then you want to bring up other dirt to justify.
Nah.
Get out of here, man.
Pack your bags, bro. Pack your bags and get out of here.
The supporters and look at this season. Look at how jacked up this record is.
But hold up, let's talk about this though.
Okay.
What was the management like before Griff got here?
Horrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
Horrible.
That was even horrible.
Yeah, it's the system. It's embedded in the system, and that's what the problem is. And then you bring somebody else who's power struck, who got LeBron PTSD because he's a control freak.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to empower nobody.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If you're not trying to empower someone, you're not trying to grow.
That's right.
You can't grow.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't grow.
Exactly. And look, that's why it makes you wonder how some guys as far as development, because guys nowadays everybody has to be developed, even the stars.
That's right.
No one is coming into the league where they have it all together. Not like it was in the 90s or early 2000s. Ain't nobody coming in ready like that.
But here's the other. I ain't mean it. I'm seeing all sides. So at the same time that Zion is not thriving under the management, but look at Trey though. You know what I'm saying? So
all he needed was opportunity. They just need to put him on the court.
I've been listening. If you like when they first traded for DeJounte, right? You remember how he was talking about Z? Man, he the man. We got it. You remember how emphatic he was and how fervent he was talking about. Like he was like, oh yeah. And did you notice like when when they interviewed him in the practice facility, how he was talking, how he been talking about, like he said he got to be professional. I talked to him about this. Like people getting tired of that stuff though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're getting tired of his.
But no, he was going to hold him accountable regardless.
You know what I'm saying?
He was going to do that, but
so it goes both ways, because at the same time, Z hasn't been professional. Trey has been, and look where his game is taking off, and he's getting his contract and all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
it's a responsibility on both sides, man. Like I think
but
the management,
Zion game ain't the problem though.
Well, management failed, but Z also failed. That he definitely did a lot of the shit to himself, man. He definitely did a lot.
But Zion game ain't the problem though. That's just
like both guys. I mean, look,
but he got to be on the court.
I'm not letting the organization off the hook. Like the
thing, I agree with that one.
You came in, okay? You took pressure away from him. You took pressure away from him. They started like, if you want to call it baby. Yeah,
we got feedback all night.
Started doing
mic,
that early on.
Something wrong with your mic, bro.
So I mean, I totally get it. Zion does need to do better. He can't. I don't feel like he can rely on the organization, because the organization, they've been doing all this baby step stuff with him.
Right. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. I'm glad you said that. They're sprilling the man. They're sprilling the man.
And that's my point. The situation you come into a lot of times matters because you're conditioning. You're conditioning how you want a player to act.
That's crazy.
how you treat people determines the way that you act, and they got to own some of that. That's some of that.
They got to own. That's and I'm with you.
But
on that.
I do feel you though.
But
Zion, he has to
Zion,
do better. He has to empower himself because at the end of the day, hey dog, this is
it's you.
Like,
you gotta have that. Look, as far as with the organization, because I know Zion has said he's trying to trust the organization because he dealt with a lot of scrutiny that he because he was away from the team. It's like, he was deemed a bad teammate. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Narratives out there as far as how they viewed him as a teammate. So the thing is, he's really approached, hey, I'm trusting the organization to really show, hey, he's dialed in. But
that
really,
wasn't a good move.
I really feel like he needs to have that FU attitude because
I agree with that.
Like they are trying to elevate him the way that he needs to be elevated.
Hey, how did y'all like how he went at the ref today? I loved it.
I love that.
I mean, I did too. But the thing is, what I have a problem with is that Willie. Yes, thank you.
Willie Green, that's the problem. Willie Green, that's the problem.
He ain't back him up at all.
I mean, that
I
ain't
don't know what's going on.
That ain't no surprise to me.
And as a head coach, that's a horrible
So,
characteristic as a head coach when you don't back your players.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't criticize.
Hell no.
I obviously can criticize his X's and O's and his rotations and all that. But I mean, we're not in the huddle. We're not in the practice gym, so we don't know what's being said, what's going on. So I kind of like
you might not be there, bro, but you could show damn tell.
But
you can tell.
You can sure figure it out. You can figure it out.
What I'm
go ahead, bro. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that what I hold against him is not standing up for his players. Like I don't care under no circumstances you should never be standing up for your players, especially in situations like Z.
As a head coach,
remember
you gotta back
a couple
your
years ago, Z got his finger broke or something because just because of how they be hacking and they get away with it when he get to the rim. Like if they know if the players know that it's possible that you're gonna get called for a foul, because the coach over there been balking and say, man, stop fouling our franchise player like that. You already broke his finger. He playing through it, but man,
that's right.
Come on, man. Like you stand up for him. So
stand up for me, man.
Run out on the court and get up in somebody's face. But he wanted to put money in his pocket.
Hey, he won't be Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy. Buddy. I don't like that.
He doesn't represent New Orleans because he's not resilient. He doesn't have any fight in him. And that force that he talks about, dog, where's the force when you're backing up your players?
There is none.
So-called force.
It's BS.
Come on, man.
He ain't got no dog in him.
They got no dog, man. They got nothing. I'm like, dude, what is this crap?
Yeah. And Z got plenty of dog. But they've been trying to empower BI. BI ain't got no dog in him either.
Exactly.
Well, they had to empower BI because BI was there and Zion wasn't.
But I mean, BI's missed a lot too.
But that's the whole
He's
thing.
missed a lot too, man.
Not as much as Zion.
And it's been, but it's still been broken. And the thing is, it's like the team.
He ain't been there either.
That's why he like that though, Lex. That's the point.
Brandon was like that before.
I'm saying they gave it. They brung Brandon. They traded Brandon Ingram in here to play Robin to Zion's Batman. The problem is Zion wasn't there, so somebody had to run the
but that's
team.
not even nah. I mean, part of the
What
time.
you mean? Nah. He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Some
you know
of the time,
what?
But even when Z was on the court dominating, BI didn't want to play Robin. We saw that.
And not only that, the thing is,
but that's the point.
Stan Van Gundy brought the point Zion. Look,
he
Brandon got rid. Willie Green is Brandon's coach.
Yes,
I know that's crazy. I agree with that.
Yes.
And Stan, everybody was saying that year that Zion, he got the coach fired, and Stan came out and said it was not Zion.
Exactly.
Brandon Ingram.
But he
Brandon Ingram
that it was not Zion. And he backed him on that. That was after he was gone. He was like, no, I'm not going to let you all do that. I'm going to nip that in the bud. It was not him. Zion, he's great. He was professional. And you know what? I don't think we heard Zion being late or not being professional during Stan Van Gundy's regime.
Hell no. You know why? Because Van Gundy, he hold everybody accountable. He don't play that BS. I don't know.
Yeah.
Van Gundy, he was like that with the White Howard.
Because
he was like that with the White Howard.
Zion said Stan Van Gundy reminded him of Coach K.
That's
That's
Because
right.
the kind of
old
coach he
school.
been used to.
Zion
That's the coach he been
is
used
used to
to.
old school coaching.
Yes, that's
Yeah, it's this new
what he
school
been
shit.
used to.
I'm
That's what he
telling
been.
y'all, like
That's the
just
kind of
I
putting
agree
coach
with
all
he
this
that.
is.
stuff together, but we never heard this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're
We
right.
We
never
heard it.
heard Zion not being professional. You know, he was on his stuff.
Yeah,
And that's when he played until last season, where Zion played 70 games. The most
That's
games
right.
he played was under Stan Van Gundy at 61.
That's
mhm.
right. That's right.
But
I
you
mean,
know
come
what?
on.
You know what? The BI asking for a max contract. You know how that fucked the team up real bad, man. That fucked the team up. That
That ain't
killed
no
this season.
surprise. But that ain't no
That killed.
surprise, brother.
But you know the reason why he demanded a max is because they've been catering to him for the last 3-4 years,
Well,
telling
that's
him
the
it's his team.
well, that's the point. The point is that's why they were non-committal to Zion Williamson being the star that's driving the team.
They didn't have no physical
But
therapist,
the,
Big Q.
but
I'm
once they gave
saying
but
though,
once
I
they
mean
gave him the
that's
max
half and
contract,
half in my book. I
but
mean,
once they gave him the max contract,
he got
they committed. It's
right.
too
That's
late.
what
They
I'm.
committed.
Well,
Yeah.
that's now. That's now. Yeah.
No, but that's
And
2 years.
but I'm saying what's going on with Zion now. We know that Brandon Ingram had a time frame that those guys were supposed to play together for a certain period of time to take the team somewhere. Well, guess what? Zion didn't play half his damn time. BI missed some games too, but
He
BI
missed
was
about a
option
third.
one.
He missed about a third.
I mean, BI was more option one than Zion was, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And plus, during that time frame, you got to throw David Griffin in there because he had 3 changes of
Oh,
coaches in the time frame that he been there. So
that's
you
a
got
whole nother
3
one.
coaches there. So where's the stability there? Plus,
There's
Yeah,
none.
they
true.
just added
There's a lack of
they just
stability.
besides Amy Atmore, they added several other medical professionals during last year and this year to go along with it. So they've been tailing behind. The problem is that, like I said, it's accountability. You don't
Yeah.
have this is a
It's
professional
inconsistent.
basketball team. You look at some of these other teams, it's not hard to tell. It's a template. You don't have to create anything out of the blue. You can look at successful teams and mimic what they're doing. They do this all the time.
Yeah.
You can peek at how they built their medical staff. There's data on all these teams to know who's getting the less injuries, who's getting that personnel out on the court more, all this kind of stuff. The problem is we got a guy that created all of this stuff. This guy, Griffin, created all this. He got a weak-ass general manager who can't help him with any personnel decisions. He
I agree with that.
purposely hired that guy when they had credible general managers that can come in here with
Ownership don't want
experience
to pay for nothing,
and
man.
help him. Well, they're paying for it all right because they read up with him with secret agreements. They both him and what's his face. So yeah, they
for
pay for it.
peanuts, they probably paying that man. You know, they ain't paying him much.
They paying Griffin money and they paying Willie money, and I guarantee you,
you know what?
they're paying Willie
How
some
they
kind of
talk
money
about
because if it
stealing?
would,
Man, they
what?
stealing from Gail.
Nah, Gail ain't no Alex. I don't agree with you on that. Gail giving that money to him willfully.
Yeah, and she letting them steal from her. That's what it is.
Nah, she says just go ahead on and run the team how you see fit with no accountability
That's
whatsoever.
crazy. That's crazy. That's not good.
The problem
That's
is
not good.
That's what it is.
That's not good.
no pressure.
don't have a
You know
clue.
what? Why doesn't she just sell the Pelicans
Because she's
to
not gonna
a
sell the
group of
team. She
people?
making money off of them.
I mean, she
She gonna
still got
sell
the
'em.
football team. She favors them anyway.
These make her the second richest person in the state. These professional teams. She's not going to sell these teams. She's going to keep making money off them as long as she
Well,
possibly
I
can.
mean, at least sell some stock.
She's not going to do that.
She can't sell some stock
She ain't gonna put us. What would she
to
disadvantage herself?
somebody who's more passionate about the game and knows the game a whole lot more.
What's her
Problem is
incentive to do that though? What's her incentive to do that? To sell to another
bring
person?
in somebody who knows what they doing.
I totally agree.
Who knows the game.
Once again, what's
And
her
having a
incentive?
team,
What's
what's
her
the point
incentive?
in having a team? You know what I'm saying? And like you don't know how to run it.
Getting paid.
Lex, listen.
It's like, and it's almost like you're punishing the supporters because it's like, hey, you need to be grateful. At least you got a team. So
That's not good. That's not good enough for me. That's not good enough for me.
It's like, no.
See, this is
horrible.
This is a conversation where X's and O's clash with
I ain't
business.
even talk about playoffs or championships. You know what I'm saying?
This is when X's and O's clash with business. She's
That's
making
crazy.
tens of millions of billions of dollars off both these professional franchises.
Man,
she was an interior decorator that married up.
I know.
All right, so she's totally out of her realm.
Straight socialite.
So
They just
right.
hired somebody who knows
So
what they're doing.
if she hires this guy and she trusts
And he
this
doesn't
guy,
know what he's doing.
she don't know that, and
Then
she
somebody needs to tell her. She don't got no family members to tell her.
No,
Nope.
I mean,
nobody
look,
telling her.
look.
She a
You
sore
know what?
woman.
Check
they
this
remember
out.
they
Check
got-
this out.
they sued
Didn't she fired Dennis Allen, right?
Because of the pressure that we put on her.
Where
to do
did the pressure come from? What is there no pressure on this issue right
No.
here?
Not
There's no
nearly
pressure.
enough.
What are y'all doing down there in New Orleans, man?
Not nearly
Y'all
enough.
be
We're
riding.
not doing enough. We're not doing enough. I can tell you that.
Some people don't even pay attention to the pals, man. They
Right.
don't- The problem is they ain't even on. They just was on just got on TV this year.
Right.
That's
Come
on down for
$1,
They've been
can't
doing
even watch
dumbness.
the games locally.
Like they've been doing dumb the contract, the TV contract they had
that's
with
why
that
They
silly ass
can't even
app.
be on the
systematic.
local team. Not even on local
They
team.
had a silly. They was on a
man.
silly ass app that kept crashing, man.
Right.
Hey, Baldy Sports.
Ever since it left Cox Cable, CST has been horrible.
Oh, CST. I remember CST. I remember CST.
Man, Cox Sports Channel. That thing was fire, bro.
That shit was fire. I remember that. I
You
remember.
got
Hey,
Lewis,
that was
who's now
man.
on the board of directors for Oshner, and they
Oh, good.
also made an extension to work with them, and
Yeah,
they're
good.
horrible. You know, this
That
is
shit not
systematic.
good, man.
Everything that's wrong with the organization is systematic, and it's
That's
embedded
correct.
so badly.
Austin is the best. The Austin's supposed to be the best hospital network in the city.
That's just
And they're
BS.
horrible.
Not with sports
BS.
betting.
Wow,
They horrible. They need to go to somebody else.
They should have got LSU.
And that's the reason. That's the
Everybody
reason
try
why
LSU.
why
he's a
Zion
Tulane.
left. They have
Tulane,
better medical staffing and systems in other places other than New Orleans. They really do.
This is crap.
They got a slick agreement between the team that's tied in. They got sponsor rights and names
They got
on
too
the
much money,
practice
man.
facility. So
Too much money, man.
So
It's a
that's what
money
it
deal.
is. That's
See,
all
the
it
Emperor,
Too much
is.
money. Too much money, bro.
They got all the banners in the arena. Got them on the court.
practice
got
facility.
Court.
Yep.
Yeah, and the practice facility all over. Yeah,
That's the agreement. They got money being exchanged. Big money.
Big money, bro. Too much money.
So
Big money.
It's never gonna be about the best product. It's
Until
always
well, you
And that's what's sad. But that's why we can never truly talk about going far in the playoffs. We can never truly go
That's
talk
sad, man.
about the championship.
That's
You all ever
sad.
hear that talk amongst Pelican supporters?
No, hell no. Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
It's like
coming. All this is coming.
being dialed into mediocrity
But that's
is
what
like it's just criminal, man.
Back to what I was saying, like when you get to a special player, a special talent like a Zion, they have to come with and change all that because it can be done. Because LeBron did it with the Cleveland. The Cleveland had never.
But that didn't change nothing. They just basically saw it as a replacement. Oh, we're replacing Anthony Davis. And that's it. It's like, come on, man.
No, what I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. Like LeBron went to Cleveland and changed their whole outlook of about basketball and winning and
but
trying
their
to strive
outlook
for
when they
championships.
were
That's on his second trip.
Changed.
That's on his second trip. He actually went there and brought him a title. But after he went through all of that with Miami and all that, and he knew what to do, he found out what the league was about. See, Zion Williamson around here playing around. He's just a big man child. LeBron James went there, got his ass kicked by San Antonio, and that when he got him to the finals, and later on he found out what it was to win in this league. That you need stars.
My point is, all I'm saying is,
that, hey, this is your team.
The franchise could be horrible. It takes one player if they serious about trying to be winners, and they got
serious.
That's what I'm saying. So if he got the talent, he got the superior talent, he got the he's a franchise player. But if he gets serious about winning, then he could change all of that. He can circumvent all the ownership, all the management, all the coaching. Hey man, y'all gonna get with this or get rolled over.
Hey, that's how Shaq was. That's how Shaq was.
LeBron did that for Cleveland.
Correct. That's right. You got to do that. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the guy here. I run this shit. This is what I do. You listen to me, or hey, I'll blow it off.
Yeah, and look what he did to Griff. What did he do to
That's
him?
not LeBron James. That's why Griffin's smiling. He don't have any adversarial
That's right.
energy like that here.
Exactly.
That's right.
The
He don't
thing
have no
is,
adversary.
because
He makes sure he
got a
cultivates the
young
team that way.
Zion coming in, and because the thing is, he already knew. He had already been through LeBron telling him what to do.
He don't like that. He doesn't like that.
So when he came into this situation, be like, I'm the dude up in the. Come on, Big Q.
Shit,
We
not no
know
more.
what Griff is doing.
Yeah, I know.
He
Griff now. Oh, he knows.
But he makes
and
it. You got to.
he look at Bryson Graham. Why did Trajan Langdon leave? And look at what Trajan Langdon is doing in
Look what
Detroit.
Trajan do. That's right. Look what he's doing in Detroit.
Look
Come on,
at
man.
Willie Green. Look at
Come on,
the guy
man.
he has running the
But
team. What do
Bryson
all
Graham
these
is the one
guys
that
have
Trey
in
Murphy.
common? What
They're
do
weak.
all of them have in
They're
common?
quiet. They're weak and quiet. They're babies.
They're quiet, bro. They
He
babies. They
doesn't
don't know.
want
They
any
don't know.
type of friction,
That's right.
controversy, combativeness. Anybody who questions him, he designed it that way.
That's crazy, man.
Dale's not gonna say anything to him.
She
You
don't
see
know
where I'm
enough-
saying that?
She don't know enough to say anything.
The thing is,
That's crazy.
That's just what it
when
is.
Look,
I came to Cleveland, LeBron was empowered immediately before he even stepped a foot in the gym.
Not with
He
Dan
was.
Gilbert. Not Dan Gilbert. Not Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert, that owner didn't do nothing for Bron. Remember, they wouldn't bring no player. That's the reason why Bron left.
Yeah.
That's a second trip. That's what I said. The second trip.
The first he
I
left.
mean, but he got him there on talent. But that's what I was saying.
But he got
learned.
Okay, but he was the guy on the team.
Right. Yeah.
They like, hey, this is your team.
That's everybody knows this is Z's team.
This is that's crazy.
Do
man.
they? I don't think they do.
It's LeBron. I mean, it's definitely Zion's team.
Yeah, everybody knows this is Z's team.
I don't feel like it.
Only person that
don't. Everybody don't know that.
I don't feel like that.
Everybody don't know
I'm
that.
looking at the philosophy. I look at the way Willie
people
Green
talk about our team. They still think Bi. They still think Bi the man.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the band anymore.
They're not giving Zion opportunities in the clutch.
And these are people.
Willie Green has
people that don't watch the Pelicans, but they think that's what they think from the outside.
One at a time, y'all. I can't hear both of y'all talking. Go ahead, Lex. What you say?
I mean, we've seen many a times, like, Zion. A lot of times he's not getting the ball in the clutch. Willie has gone to CJ many a times and said, "Hey, CJ, we need you to take us home." When in God's name has CJ ever been clutch?
Never.
Okay.
Go back to Portland. We had a few games.
So why are you not giving? Look, if BI's out there, he immediately, we're gonna get the ball to BI.
But I think
if it ends up in Zion's hands,
but I think
it's only by accident. It's not because that's what they drew up.
But also got to command the ball.
I think Z is fine with his teammates making plays. I don't think Z is the type of player that's mad when his teammates get opportunities to make plays, because he know he get them in position to make plays. The gravity is on him, so he plays same thing as LeBron, man. LeBron that they used to get on him for, he making the right play.
But in the clutch though, you need the ball in his hand.
Clutch,
I get it.
We're specifically talking about in the clutch. Brandon has gotten more opportunities in the clutch than Zion. Zion does not get opportunities. That's why nobody is saying, "Oh, Zion's clutch." You never hear that.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's because he ain't got no system.
He don't get emphasized, period. Like he don't get
how many times have we seen Zion in the corner while they run a play? Remember
That's
when they
crazy.
were playing Houston?
That's unbelievable.
They took Dylan Brooks off of Zion and put him on Brandon, and there was no adjustments made. It's like,
Brandon,
hey, dude,
look,
you didn't.
Brandon Ingram still think about that Portland shot.
Look,
I'm just saying.
When Z first came back the other day, last week, he didn't touch the ball for the first 4 trips down the court.
I know.
You know how he got his first touch? He had
rebound.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah. But it's like that. Look, even with Gentry, remember when
they ain't dialing up no plays.
He was like, man, he called a timeout many a times. Like, man, we can't have Zion out there 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and he hasn't touched the ball. I mean, y'all ain't even trying to look for him.
That's crazy.
Like, what's up with that?
They don't have no system, Lex.
That pissed him off. And still, even with the two coaches later, you still see that at times, like where he's going stretches. And then look, when it gets really bad, all right, it's bad. Zion, you take the ball. How many times have we seen that? And then guess what? Zion does something with it.
Change the game.
Right?
And then they break the rhythm, Lex.
Then
Just
all
like
of a
tonight.
sudden, you have CJ. Oh, well, I want to do a little bit dancing too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, y'all would dance. You see what I'm getting?
Hey, Big Q.
Where I'm
Yeah, I
getting
don't
at?
know. Yeah,
Like, dog.
that's why I said
We are not
we
trying to
can
get
get
the
Jonathan
ball to
Isaac for
Zion
him.
when
That's crazy.
you know what? None of us can make a shot. Here you go, Zion. We're down really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look.
why
So
do we have to wait till it gets too late to get him the ball?
So you know what? You know, I was say I've been saying that, and you know who I used to be really mad at about not doing that is GTA, because I like, man, you coming off the bench and you the backup point guard, man. You supposed to be force feed this to Z.
Yeah, all of them have
But
tendencies.
I
all
think
of them have done it.
But GTA, he has changed this year. He throwing that bitch up. He looking for Z on kicking the ball up. Like
They still hesitant on throwing that
if
ball
you
down
see
low into the post.
Z looking for GTA a whole lot.
So that started in that play-in last year.
For everybody, Neo.
That started in the play-in last year.
Everybody did. Look, did you see all them dimes against Chicago?
Oh my goodness.
Man, he was look, GTA, Trey, CJ when he wasn't trying to dribble. Like, dog, just pull up.
DeJounte, he feeding everybody.
Exactly.
But
Shoot,
I haven't seen him like tonight. I saw him like he was on the sideline. I made a point of looking at him when GTA hit a couple of them threes back to back. Man, he was on the sideline going crazy. You know, Zion don't be doing nothing on the sideline. He just be standing there watching. But he will go. I think he's developing a chemistry with him and Trey. I think once BI gone, you're gonna see a different team. Once BI, I think it's gonna be a whole different situation. I think BI is what's really holding the team back, and the reason why he's holding them back is because the organization's been catering to him, and they cannot not cater to him.
They've overvalued him.
They definitely overvalued. He should have been gone. Gone.
Because you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Neo? Zion and Brandon, they do not have natural chemistry
at all.
They don't.
I hate watching them play together.
Trey and Zion have always had that synergy.
Yeah.
You see, even with CJ.
Yeah.
CJ plays different because he's actually playing that true two, coming off them screens, going off Zion, right? And just going straight up. It's like their chemistry has never been natural. And I'm talking about the last few years. Now, maybe in past years, like with Gentry, the chemistry was there. I'm talking about you as good as your last hit.
Nah,
him and Trey be throwing alleys to each other.
Their chemistry ain't shit. Look,
it really is.
The reason why it's like that, because BI think he better than Z. That's really
he does.
What it boils down to.
Well, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Hey, when you playing all them games, he wasn't there. He thought he was a man. Well, he came back and it's like he felt some type of way, but everybody feelings good. That's all right. But guess what? Hey, you ain't the guy.
Zion makes the whole team.
It's
like the team just clicks. Everybody. There's just a energy. When like he gets guys involved and they work off his gravity.
We've seen it today.
They don't do that.
Tournament.
It's not the same.
BI is the play-in tournament. Z is the playoffs.
I agree with that.
That's the difference. BI, you can get to the play-in. Z gets you to the playoffs and anything happens from there.
Well, not just the playoffs. I feel like he can give you wins because the thing is, Zion, and this is one thing I know people get irritated by this, but man, one thing
irritated by what?
Zion going in every single game. You don't think that's gonna wear somebody out?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Be like, look, oh yeah, you can get some of this body right here, dog. Over time, that is going to wear. I can see it. That's gonna wear on the defense, especially the front court. That's gonna
I need him to work on that right hand though.
Yeah, I do too. Because he makes
it's too many bunnies trying to go back to his left on the right hand side.
And I still want him.
Go to his right.
And I still want him to shoot a 3 or 2 for real.
Nah, I don't care about
Nah, I
them.
need him to
just one or
develop that
two,
mid.
bro.
Need to
You know
develop that
what?
Hey,
mid
that mid
range.
I like
range, that mid
When
I
range
like
that
that.
I
I
like.
like that
Need
first.
that
let's
mid
I
range,
like that.
man.
that
I need
space,
one, at
Step
least
that
1 or
he
2
had.
threes.
the
That step that
15
he had
footer,
against Boston. That
really
first bucket he shot.
the 15
That's
Yeah,
the
footer,
that's
one.
what we
those,
need.
That's the
those
one.
That's
10
what you
That's
footers.
his
need.
easy shot, man. He
I,
got that
I
all
want
day.
I want him to get those because he can hit them.
Man,
Yeah,
look,
he all
His
day.
first
you
shot
still want to be
against
balanced though,
who was the
man.
last team he played against? His
He
first shot against Chicago was a jumper.
him
That
shooting
That
was
was
a
threes
15
gonna
Boston.
help.
footer on
That
the
was Boston,
elbow.
huh?
Him shooting
Oh,
threes is gonna help him stay healthier longer too,
nah,
though. That's what I'm
man. No,
saying.
not the threes, man. Not
Yeah,
the
Hey, the
three.
mid
Trust
range,
me,
the mid range, the
Man,
footwork,
man.
he
think
on
and
I
the
that
think
road.
post.
But
that
still,
That's
15
another.
footer and
Better.
20 footer.
Don't fall into the white
I
boy
feel you.
trap.
Let
No,
that
you
because
don't.
every
You
look, check this
you
out, y'all.
don't. But bro, one or two
Everybody is
not gonna
shooting
hurt, bro.
threes.
Don't fall into the analytics, dog.
No,
Stay
Everybody
away,
no.
is
yeah,
One
stay
or
away
shooting
from
two is
that
not
threes.
gonna
crap.
hurt. It's not even
I think
analytics.
with Zion, hey man, take 2 steps
Somebody else.
in, shoot, hit that 20 footer, hit that
Uh,
15 footer,
the
master
15. I like
that
the 15.
first. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because you
the
got
reason
everything inside in that 10 footer. But the thing is, that's really especially when they're giving him that space. Once he starts making them, guess what? Get the defense scoots in a little bit, right? Man, pump fake and drive it in. Golly, if he does that, because it's training the defense. Knock down that shot,
he keep
and that's gonna
attacking that
open
paint,
up your inside even more.
but he keep attacking that paint and develop that little pull up like he shot against Boston that first shot.
Yeah,
If he do that, that'll
yeah,
change everything. Because really and truly, what Z want to do is collapse a D on him in the paint and kick that thing out, and that's how these guys getting wide open kick
Drop kick,
looks.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't, to me it defeats the purpose of him shooting a three unless it's butt naked and he wide open. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, most time he is. That's what I'm saying.
But no, but he not getting the ball out there like it to just spot up. I'm talking about when he get that ball swung to him and he's set, not off the dribble. Z ain't coming on shooting no
Right.
three off the dribble.
Yeah, he needs
You
to
know what
be
I'm saying? Somebody
shooting
got to
on that
set it up for
1-2
him.
set.
But if he's standing in the perimeter, is he really being effective? Just think about that.
You gotta move your feet, man.
Where
Keep
you
moving
want
those feet.
if somebody else is shooting, where you want Z at?
Right in the middle.
You want
I
him
want him in
around?
the middle. I
You
want him in
want
the
him in the
rim, man.
Oh yeah, dunker
dunker
spot.
spot? You know,
Dunker
coming off
spot,
the.
man.
But if somebody's shooting, say like somebody shooting from this one on the right wing, and he's standing on the left,
Nah, it's not good.
you want him to crash. He has
You know
eight
what?
offensive
Hey,
boards tonight.
Right, the
You know
collapse.
what
you
I'm
know
That's
saying?
it.
what?
So
Hey, if he hits those boards like he's doing and he's running the fast break, oh my gosh.
that's what I'm
Man.
saying. So he can
That
shoot.
is the Zion that we want because getting him
Yeah.
downhill is hey, you can choose your poison, but you're gonna lose every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Now
Because
Yeah.
the thing is that
I
he
think
puts
he'll
so much
board this.
pressure.
I think he'll board, but not get that many because I think Yves will definitely take a lot of rebounds too because he's a good rebounder himself. But
Okay,
He's
if we
but
can at
actually
least
good.
if we can at least
Zion,
get
so he
Z
can
like the average like
push the ball.
7 to 8 rebounds, that's good.
Now he
But
can
because
get more.
Yves,
He can get more than that, man.
but nah,
He
but
can
but
get more than
Yves,
that.
He
Yves,
can
but
get
you know
more
what I'm
than
saying?
that.
Yves, I'm saying Yves gonna get a lot of them boards though.
But him being in shape is going to. He's automatically going to get
The
more
way
because
Zion's
he's more
active
active
out
now.
there,
He's
and
active now.
hey, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
the
I hate to
dude is
tell y'all this, fam.
legitimately.
We gonna have to cut the stream right there, man.
Oh,
Cut it
Big
off,
Q.
baby. We'll be back
Hey, Big
Monday.
Q.
What in
Big
the world?
Q.
Yes, sir.
Big Q. Hey, we haven't talked in a long time, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm all
It's
right.
been a while. It's been too
You
long,
know what?
man.
Yeah, Don.
yeah,
I'm
Hey,
good,
man.
Happy New Year, bro.
Man,
Happy New Year.
Same to you,
enjoy the
bro. You been all
conversation.
right, fam?
No,
Okay, bro.
bro, a lot has changed, man. I tell you that a lot has changed. I
Hey,
haven't been
blessings
right.
to you, brother.
I
Blessings
haven't
to
been
you,
right.
though, bro.
I haven't been right, but
Keep you in prayer, brother.
yeah, well,
Shout out to
thank
you,
you,
bro.
man.
Yeah, we gonna be all right, brother. You just
All right.
hang close, bro, to the fam, man.
Well,
You know
yeah,
how we
well,
do, bro. You
yeah,
ain't out
man.
here by yourself. Hang close to the fam, bro. We
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
all
well,
right.
this other thing. I'll get over it. I'll be all right.
That's
Man,
right, bro.
appreciate
Stand
y'all,
strong.
man. It was cool, nice conversation tonight, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
brother.
man, no, brother,
Brother
it's
Leon
good.
Perk, bro.
It's good to talk,
Appreciate you,
man.
brother.
It's good to talk. Shit, you kidding me? What?
Fine.
I keep telling you about that.
Especially when the team is halfway looking okay. I ain't gonna say decent.
I
I
think
didn't
the
even watch it.
Zion
I
back.
didn't even
That's
watch the
all.
game
Halfway looking
tonight.
okay.
They still got a lot of work to
Yeah,
do,
a lot of
man.
work.
Hey,
Zion
Lex,
is back.
what's
That's
up?
all.
Free
Look,
game winning streak, Lex.
yeah,
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 I know, but
yeah.
What's the record again?
10
We
You know
ain't
what
talking
I'm
about that.
saying?
They can make the play.
Shoot.
They go 30 and 11.
They
They're
can.
11 and
One
32.
thing is that we
Damn, that's bad.
really, hey, if we go obviously with the play-in, you're gonna have to get into that 7th spot because I don't think I want them to go up against the
Well,
Thunder.
listen. Well, they gonna beat Utah, I believe, coming up on Monday. They'll give Milwaukee a run for their money. 3 home games, 3 away games.
Walker's all right.
Memphis, Charlotte, and Toronto. They can get at least 2 of those, and before long, they could be over the next 10 games. They might win 7 or 8 games.
Look,
Zion get further out of that stupid reverse.
Yeah, because I
restriction
hate
they
that
got going on.
I don't know what the hell that is.
This second half, I think they
Stupidity.
go 30 and 11.
It is.
Playing, dog.
They're getting the plan, and that's the thing. If they could stay healthy, that's the big part about the Pelicans.
I never knew.
Zion good, man. He ain't going back.
Look how they're playing right now. They should be able to build on that if they can stay healthy.
That's
I just know this one thing. This minute restriction, I'm tired of it going down.
That's not good.
Like, dog, something's wrong with that to me.
You know that's
Next thing you know, he's gonna be playing
that?
like 19 minutes.
Scared money don't make no money.
Yeah.
They
definitely scared.
But that's the
Yeah.
white boy.
Like a dog.
Yeah, that's why I was saying they skittish. They skittish.
But listen, I appreciate all the illustrious panel. Shout out to you, brother Neo. You need to chime in more, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to brother Diesel as well. Yeah, good combo, bro. You know,
Hey, Big
like
Q.
you
Hold on, wait a minute.
got to make sure you throw carry on after you finish
Hey,
talking.
Big Q.
That'll set it off right there.
Hey, Big Q.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, this ain't Diesel. Hey, brother, it's the mob boss. I ain't changed.
Hey, brother Don.
I mean,
That's what I said.
yeah, man. It's been a while.
Yeah,
You forgot.
No,
Hey, you getting old, man. You getting old. That's that, man.
No. I'm here.
Oh yeah, you getting old. Well, you got them glasses on. You got them glasses on. You got that. You get all that gray hair. Nope. Yeah.
I can still see. All right. Anyway, with that being said, man, listen, man, we're gonna get out on that, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in tonight.
Bro, y'all take it easy, man.
Oh yeah, good night,
Go
brother.
get them tickets. Go get them tickets for $1, baby.
That's who I am.
Nah,
button and the shut button. I'll let y'all on the
hey, Griffin Green gotta go.
Go Pell.
I agree.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumping where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never. Say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, The Pro Shop is the platform's store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and who that is.